USA, USA, USA.
The following program is a collection of stooges talking about happenings in the sports world. It is meant to be comedic informative. The opinions expressed on this show do not necessarily reflect the beliefs of their peers, their boss, or ESPN. There may be some cuss words because that's how humans in the real world talk. If you are young, please seek permission before watching any further.
Hey. What? Let's go.
This show stinks, and the fact that you listen, we are very, very thankful for it.
McAfee on the line with a gorgeous assist.
The all-time leading tackler for the Green Bay Packers.
You pink. Stop!
Damn it! Be a friend, tell a friend something nice could change their life. Hello, beautiful people. And welcome to our humble abode, the Thunderdome. On this Sports Wednesday, May 13th, 2026, this program begins now.
Sports!
Are the absolute greatest, and I'm fresh off a trip to New York City, and I'm going to be honest, I had time of my life over there.
Hell yeah.
Okay? I had some Carbone, ZZ's Club, night one, wrapped it up at Emilio's with Brother Mario, had some incredible Italian, got a chance to see incredible people do incredible things. I'll tell you, New York, the city that never sleeps, had a lot of question marks on what it was going to be going in there, had a wonderful time, and I appreciate everybody that I got a chance to see over there at the Disney Upfronts. What a wild thing. That's a Super Bowl. That is what that is. A place that you would think I would be allergic to. Certainly not the most comfortable place for me to go to, just because of, I don't know, never really had good relationship with many of those types. A lot of love in the room. People were very kind, had a lot of drinks with folks, a couple of Jack and Diets with folks. I mean, we were really doing it. I appreciate the opportunity. Peter Herbstreit was obviously there.
Duh.
Coach Saban was incredible. Reese Davis, fantastic. Desmond Howard. He had one of the coolest hats and glasses that I've ever seen in my entire life. I mean, it was just it was a good time. Right there, as the big pop was happening, they did a huge announcement that week one, game day, Baton Rouge.
Hell yeah.
Okay, obviously Lane Kiffin's debut with LSU. Week two, Texas. Okay, that's a huge deal. Arch Manning, obviously, getting the boys in there for Ohio State's travel back down to us. Remember last year, Texas traveled up to Buckeye World. Right. This year, here, Buckeye World traveling south to Austin. Game day weeks 1 and week 2 have been confirmed and announced that they will be at LSU and at Texas. Week 3, though, still no announcement on where College Game Day is going.
Okay.
I will say this. There was a time in my life yesterday where I thought we were definitely announcing only that we were going to LSU Ole Miss. When I heard we were going to be announcing game days, I was like, all right, let's just do the one. Let's just go ahead and announce that we're going to go to that. Week 3, too, we can all schedule ahead a little bit. Hey, this is coming right around the corner. We're going to be down there. It's good. Obviously, this is the game this offseason that every college football fan is eager to watch. And we know everybody in Mississippi is excited to welcome someone back home, especially after every new interview drops. Yeah. So I thought that was going to be the announcement. Then before we go up there, I'm told, hey, we're announcing week 1 and week 2. I was like, what about week 3? Because I know that's where we're sitting right there. They're like, we're not announcing week 3. I'm like, who's not announcing week 3? They're like, we've been told not to, and it was just not week 1 and week 2. So obviously Herb Street hears them tell me that 10 minutes before we get up there, and Herbie goes, you're not going to say that, right? And I go, nope, I'm not saying anything. I look at Coach Saban, I go, don't say anything about week 3 of College Game Day, LSU Ole Miss. And Coach Saban goes, that's the only one anybody wants, right? Isn't it? And I'm like, don't say it up there on stage. We've been told strictly, do not say it. Look at Dez, same thing. Dez, we're not saying it. And he goes, what? I go, we're not talking LSU Ole Miss Game Day. Definitely happening week 3. We're not going to do it. Des goes, oh, yeah, no, we're not. So as soon as it happens, Reese looks over at me. Okay, after weeks 1 and week 2 is announced, Reese looks directly over at me. And I'm reading what the prompter is for what Reese is saying. They got a 40-foot prompter in the back of this thing. Nice. Everybody's just reading it. I had no idea what's happening. Reese not reading it, by the way. Shout out, Reese. But also, I was not supposed to come to me next. I see the name that it's supposed to go to next in the back of the room. And Reese goes, Pat, what do you think about that? Literally after saying week 1 and week 2. And I'm like, oh, my dude. Reese knew. And I'm like, week 3, we're definitely going to be at Ole Miss, LSU or whatever, you know. And there was a good little pop in the back. And then I get to the back, and I'm like, why aren't we talking about that? Like, just right now is probably not the right time because how hot it is or whatever. And I'm like, now is the time. Yeah. Hey, we're going down to Baton Rouge week 1. I cannot wait to get down there. Suck that. See, that's kickoff college football season.
Yes, it is.
Awesome. Remember? That's another situation where 10 minutes before I go on that stage, hey, please do not say, do not entice them to do the whole suck that. You got it. You just put this in here, though, right before I go up there. I think that's not the right decision. I've been with me a long time. A block, they all hit that thing.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Wow. That place is going to be awesome.
Yes,
I mean, I started getting like, yesterday, as they say, this is where announcement, and I probably should have known this is where we're going to head week 1 or whatever, but it just took me back to the last time we were down there, and it's like, holy hell, I can't believe that is what football season delivers, and I can't believe that's how it's going to start. Then week 2 down in Austin, you got the Buckeyes traveling down to, I mean, those two communities coming together down there. Weather's going to be nice still, very nice down there, obviously. It's going to be special. And then that week 3 game, the game days, we don't know.
Oh, I'm sure.
Okay, we do not know.
Some other good ones.
We do not know if game day will be heading to LSU Ole Miss. Yeah, I think Auburn's taking on
Georgia, right?
Yeah, and then I think Florida State has a game.
Florida's got one too, yeah.
Yeah, there's a couple other options. But what we're saying is, yesterday was a nice reminder that college football is so spectacular.
Yeah.
Yes.
Get a chance to be around Dez and Reese and Kirk and Coach, obviously, and just catch up. And then they're running clips. And Dez did a voiceover that was like fantastic. It's like, I cannot wait for football season. On that note, we're lucky to be here. We're thankful to be here. Thank you to everybody that took care of us yesterday and the day before that in New York. Peter Schrager is the king of New York. If you need anything, you call Schrags.
Love that.
Okay, that is what you need to do. I was just walking around. It's like, hey, here's Schrags in the city. And he knows everybody. Okay, he knows everybody. We were in Emilio's last night. They got 10 tables. I don't know how they're open. They are. There's a line all the way down the street. Mario, super handsome kid, took care of us last night. Straight out of the back. Hey, he's wearing a suit, the whole thing. So Italian. Schrags hooked that up. I mean, it was just like Schrags is the plug seemingly for everything. So we appreciate you, Peter Schrager. We appreciate you, Peter Schrager. The Toxic Tables here at Boston Connor and one half of the Hammer, Dahn. Cowboys, AP Tone. Ty Schmidt, we love you, brother. Congrats to you and the family. Can't wait to see you soon, even though Kirk.
Jeez, Herbie.
Yeah. Bold from a guy who takes 6 months off after the college football.
Whoa, he used to do 4 hours of radio.
That's true.
Quite a look into his life, huh?
He did 20 funny. I mean, it was something. I'm standing there next to him, and he's like, let's talk about this. It seems like he did want to talk about it.
Yeah, he did.
He had the thoughts
Kirk,
before.
he'll do that.
It had never really popped up for him to have the convo, and he said, I'm happy we're here.
What's he going to do at home?
Well, that's the thing. Herbie is addicted to work, though, we think. Like, he does take now. He's got some months on the beach now.
30 years.
But he was doing a 4-hour radio show, I think 6 to 10 a.m. local radio for like 22 years or something like that. I forget what it was, while doing Game Day and everything else. So I think he has just always been kind of a busy body. I think he's always been that. And I think his wife always like super badass. So I assume Kirk comes in, what's going on? She goes, get out of my face. All right. Let me know if we need anything for the baby. So I think Herbie thought his best case scenario was potential. Let me go ahead and work, and then everybody else will figure it out. But him basically just saying, what are we doing as a species? Get your asses back to work out there. We'd like to say once again to Ty, however much time you need. However much time you need. And we will certainly be excited when Ty gets back. We would assume next week.
Yeah.
That has kind of been standard
Yes.
around here. But there's never been formal rules.
No.
There's never been
But there is a standard.
There is a standard.
Standard is a standard.
So when Ty comes back next week, we will celebrate the shit out of him just like we have been with his family. And we'll call Kirk, too, immediately and say, hey, Ty's back. 9-year NFL vet Darius J. Butler is here. D-Butt, I've been loving the Compton Country Club hats. Different colors, good logo, huge golf tournament this weekend, D-Butt.
Huge golf tournament this weekend. Cannot wait. I've been shuffling around my fantasy lineup for sure. Been looking at some of the other guys. But, yeah, it's a big one this week. I can't wait to talk about it a little bit later today. And welcome back, man. Glad you had fun up there in New York.
It was. I said this earlier. I don't know what a New York minute is. I know people say it.
Sure.
Yesterday was a New York year. I spent a year in New York yesterday. That is actually what it was, and it was spectacular. And Big City Bruce, Big City Bruce in the suit. He was going through his subway. Gonna go that way here. Do a lot of these as we're walking around the town. Watching him just kind of get back into his thing with the suit on. Because we're also with Foss.
Sure.
Foss never dresses like super nice, had a fashionable dress-up-y thing on. Them in the subway doing their thing. We might have went up 200 steps. So the subway is down in earth.
Donner.
To get out of there, there's an escalator that goes like this. It is like straight up. Right side of escalator, you stand. Okay, everybody standing, single file line.
Yeah.
Okay, we got it out there, and don't be a fat ass either, because on the left side, everybody's moving.
Yeah.
So
Fast
nobody
lane.
was moving on this one, because the thing was straight up. It was like actually straight up and down. We were very late to something, so we marched that thing. I'll tell you, if that was a part of my everyday life, that would make me much. New York is a very active city. I mean, these people are
walking.
They walk fast, too.
Lot of
They
moving.
walk fast.
That was the most
Somewhere to
walking
be.
I've done in a long, long time. I mean, we were walking over to Madison Square Garden, then we're over here at Hudson Yards, and then we're over here at the Soho House. Was it Soho House? Mm-hmm. Saw John Leguizamo.
Oh,
You went to the Soho House.
the best.
It's members only.
I was at Soho House.
Yeah, I thought that was members only.
Yeah, well, I'm not a member, but maybe.
So I was
someday.
shocked you needed Tregs because you had Bruce with you.
Well, Bruce Brown, I will say, Bruce Brown knew his way. Bruce Brown, I don't think, spent a majority of his life potentially meeting the people inside all these buildings.
Okay.
I think
God.
I think that's where Schrags has a little upper hand. Schrags does know his way around, but also he gets to place, gets in place, and then he Schraggers in there. And then everybody, he's
He
electricity.
knows everybody everywhere.
Bingo, he's a magnet, and then all of a sudden, hey, what do you need? I need you want a piece, you want a slice, I got a place, you go, hey, you want a bill? We got Ty and Emilio's got a carbone. Yeah, Schrags dealing. I don't know how many days he could have done that for us. Okay?
Enough.
I don't know if we would have stayed for 10 days. Would he have been able to do that every single night with how many
Maybe.
things are in New York City?
A lot of stuff.
Potentially, but certainly a 2-day span. Schrags, you're the man. We appreciate you. Shout out to everybody that took care of us. The NFL for their hospitality yesterday. It was a dream. Now, sports continued to deliver.
Yep.
We said yesterday, literally, hey, this is a huge game for the huge man. It is Wemby. France's alien. Okay, was put in a situation where, Perk said his game 2 was a must-win. But it really did feel like every single game in this particular series is a must-win series. Wemby did not get any more suspension other than getting kicked out of the game in the second quarter. There was no fine either. That had some people who I don't really know their angle pissed off. Darius J. Butler.
It's ridiculous.
Should have been fined, maybe.
Should have definitely been fined. I don't mind him not being suspended. He is a superstar. Superstars do get treated differently. He played, and He dominated.
Yeah, he certainly did. 18 points in the first quarter. He went absolutely crazy, and then he would continue to do as such. Wemby leads the Spurs to an ass beating of the Timberwolves, 126-97. Now, you would think maybe this shifts the momentum towards a big Wemby San Antonio Spur title. But let's not forget that we're talking about LeBron James never playing basketball again because that Oklahoma City team just doesn't stop. It feels like there's a couple teams in the NBA playoffs and in the NHL playoffs that have been head and shoulders above everybody else. And there's been great parity kind of at that second tier. But in the playoffs, it's a war of attrition. Who can stay healthy? Obviously, the big layoffs for the Knicks and for the Oklahoma City Thunder and over there in hockey where the Canes are getting like a week. That can help you.
Long time.
Or it can make you rusty.
Sometimes.
Joining us now, ladies and gentlemen, is a man who played in the NBA forever. He's former Dance with the Stars champion. I saw all of them yesterday.
Shout out.
I saw the entire Dance with the Stars crew. Robert Irwin, okay, great Aussie.
Oh, the man.
Great energy, great juice. The whole crew. They were there. Julianne Hough was there.
Carlton.
Alfonso.
Yeah, he was there.
Rivera.
Derek Huff was there.
The man.
I mean, it was American Horror Story was right over here.
Okay.
Lindsay Lohan walked by.
What?
Yeah.
Freaky Friday?
Olivia Rodrigo. I completely forgot about that.
Of course.
Completely forgot about that. Big time asshole. I'm 39 years old. I apologize for everything that I'm about to say, but I do think I was super positive. Okay, walking off stage after we did the game day thing. Cody Rhodes was there. I thought he did a good job. Good to see him. Still got a black eye.
Wow.
He really got put improvement.
Really?
It was good to see him. We moved on. As we walk off, there is this 5 badasses, women, sit guitar, bass, just clearly a band.
Yeah.
Sitting backstage. Very dark, though, backstage, okay? Big area, very dark. Walk by, catch corner of eye, okay? Actually stop, back up. Holy shit. You guys look so cool. I am so excited to watch you guys do whatever you're about to go do. They said, thank you. And then the bassist told me, you better. And I was like, okay. All right, I will.
Good
I actually
boxing.
crushed it. I don't know how many songs they played, 100. It felt like they were playing forever. That was an incredible show yesterday. It was an incredible show.
She's got bangers.
Yeah, it really.
It was awesome.
It was an awesome.
They crushed
We
it.
should not have been there. But on that note, a man that should have been there, former NBA champion, NBA analyst, superstar. Great to have him back. Ladies and gentlemen, Iman Shumpert.
Yeah,
What up,
My
Shump?
guys,
How you doing, Shump? Good to see you, man. How's life over
I'm
there?
good. It's good, man. You know, I'm in LA. You know, sunshine. It's a lot going on, but it's all right.
I'll tell you what, over here in America, too, there's sun coming out. You know, we're starting to get spring. Starting to get a little springy over here. New York City was like 65 degrees walking around.
Yeah.
It's a special time, obviously, and this means the NBA playoffs are cooking right now. I saw Jalen Brunson. He's like 6'2".
You saw him?
He's taller. I thought he was 5'4", 5'5".
Well, compared to everyone else.
Yeah, that is not the
Giants.
case. He is 6'2". He's big dude. I did not know. Saw Cooper Flag as well.
Big guy.
Giant dude. These guys. The New York Knicks, obviously, have a little bit of rest right here, Iman. And I was just talking about it. Oklahoma City also has a little bit of rest. In hockey, the Carolina Hurricanes have a little bit of rest here in this series. And, you know, anytime you have a best of 7, if you get a sweep, obviously you get the job done quicker. Do you think about rust in these moments? Do you think about rest? Like, how do you maintain rhythm, if you will? And I know I brought up the NHL, but I'm going to continue to do it. Like, the goalie over there for the Carolina Hurricanes has been standing on his head. Just standing, unbelievable seeing it. Now he's away from it for like a week and a half. That's like something that could happen. In basketball, obviously, you can get into a rhythm, you can get hot. Super long time out. Is this good or bad, you think? How should we be judging these teams, Iman, as we continue through?
Well, it could be good or bad. I think that the Knicks and OKC both do a great job of just making sure that they have a rhythm. I think whatever you have to do in practice, the 3-on-3s, the 4-on-4s, making sure you're doing full court stuff and keeping guys sharp and getting shots up. But the playoffs, the best ability is availability. So with guys knowing that we did our job in advance and we got our win that we got, we need to make sure that health is number one on the list. So it's about getting treatment. It's about getting in the weight room. It's about staying sharp, watching film and improving yourself in other ways rather than going out there and physically trying to stay in a rhythm and stay upbeat. Sometimes it's good to just say, hey, we're just going to do maintenance work. We're going to make sure we get our conditioning in, but we're not going to do as much 5-on-5 because you want to just make sure you're healthy going into the next series.
Remember, OG Anunoby had a hamstring in Game 2. Didn't play Game 3, Game 4. gets another week, he's probably going to be healthy, and he's been described as one of the most important pieces of the Knicks. Let's go to the West. Oklahoma City Thunder seem like a machine. Anything you see last night from Wemby and his Spurs team to make you think maybe this is going to be the Spurs year in the West, or is this seemingly inevitable with the Oklahoma City Thunder, you think, Iman?
It's going to be a challenge either way. I think one thing that you can learn from Minnesota, which, we'd have to take away the first quarter from last game because Wemby just kind of had his way in that first quarter, that first half. But Minnesota has played him tough, and they played him tough in a variety of ways. They've done the beat him up tactic where they just putting elbows in him after every play. They're making sure he hits the floor. It's becoming playoff basketball, but it's been cool to see Wemby invite that challenge. He got up clapping. They made him roll his ankle. He still got up clapping, encouraged that no matter what y'all do, this is my path. That's encouraging. It's just when you look at the OKC Thunder, it is not just Wemby that's got to go out here and play well. They put pressure on your guards every night to defend. They put pressure on your guards to be able to handle the ball and not make any mental mistakes, not let them get out there. So when the Spurs are going to be looking at OKC, they're going to be looking at a mirror as far as their backcourt goes. And Chet doesn't. I'm sure he knows that, Wemby's got an advantage on him, but I don't think that he's willing to just let things go. I think they still have that little antics that they have from playing overseas. They still got that going on, and that's what the people signed up to see.
Yeah, you talk about looking in a mirror. I mean, those two at some point are going to have to get along because there's going to be like similar tailors and shit that they're going to have to deal with for the rest of their life, that whole thing. But for now, it's going to be great to watch them absolutely battle. Hey, what did the OGs around the NBA and what do you think locker rooms around the NBA thought about Wemby with the elbow? I thought it was Wemby saying, hey, I'm done with the shits. That's what I thought.
Without a doubt.
Okay, how do you all respond to that? Is there group text about this situation from Wemby? Was there? Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, yeah, we've been talking about that. But what's wild is it's players understand the rules, and we understand what we're supposed to complain about in the moment to get the call. If you're in the locker room, that's a flagrant 2. He should be ejected. The next game, he shouldn't even play. You're just going off the rule book. But in all our heart of hearts, if we're allowed to throw a bow too, we wouldn't care. And what I really want to get back to is understanding that. Did we all forget that usually the 7-footer, the 7'2" guy, the 7-foot, whoever the biggest guy is, you probably shouldn't poke the bear unless you're willing to go in there and lose some teeth. Like, I remember going to the basket a bunch of the times when I was my rookie year, especially jumping off 1 foot either leg and getting thrown into the cameras just because we're not going to keep letting you get hands on the rim, young fella. I'm sorry. It's the same thing. When dealing with somebody like Wemby, it's just he has such a skinny physique that we don't think about it as he's strong. It's like he just has long limbs. I'm sure that he still can crab dribble and, cave somebody's chest in. He's not just going to keep allowing people to impose their will on him. He's a grown-ass man. So I didn't see such a problem. I didn't think he was like a malicious person. He's sending a message. It's just Nas Reed happens to not be tall enough to catch that ball in more of the chest area than the face. He's just so tall. He didn't mean to hit him in the face. He meant to hit him, just not in the chin. You know what I mean?
You think you meant to give him right to the chest. I didn't even think about this. Probably a sternum shot. This is supposed to be a sternum shot to back up off of me. Okay, that would make a lot more sense, actually. And his jaw just happened to get in the way. Yeah, hey,
Wemby's been 7'4" for a long time.
Okay.
Hit too many. Check probably only motherfucker eating the chest.
He was off balance. My boy was off balance.
He was falling, too. It was heat of the moment.
Turning back, trying to clear a little space. Little chicken wing. And Nas Reed, to give him credit, he was a true professional about it. Didn't make sure that, that play didn't keep going on and on and on. He didn't egg it on. He didn't cry. He didn't go out here in interviews and start begging for more. I respect everything about the way he came out for this last game and said, hey, man, I'm going to play you tough. I definitely remember the chin shot. He definitely had plenty of plays after the play where he threw a little extra one at Wemby. And Wemby honestly kept it, in all fairness, he kept it real and said, you know what? I hit you in the chops. I expected that. You know what I mean? I love that about that. And then the referees, I'm going to clap it up for them, too.
Yeah, that's right.
Because they just sat there and watched it. Yeah, y'all sat there and watched the whole thing unfold. I love it. That's playoff basketball. It's supposed to go up a level. They supposed to hate each other for 48 minutes, and y'all allowed us as fans to enjoy that. So shout out to the referees from last night.
Yeah, it does feel a little old school, doesn't it? It feels a little old school. There's not a lot of
Supposed to. You go to the weight room. Yeah, go to the weight room.
Yeah, there's no
Coach,
jersey
you
swapping.
will.
Yeah, there's no jersey swapping around here. We're throwing bows right now. The NBA's got a little NHL in it. And then you talk about the refs. The NBA refs letting kind of an NHL ref
Good
yeah,
feel.
he's going to have to get him back. Hey, let's know tonight Nas is going to do something. We know that's going to happen, right?
Yeah, something.
And then we'll tell him immediately afterwards, okay.
That's it.
All right, here we go.
Real talk.
Yeah, let's continue
Real
to
talk.
roll. I like that. Hey, the NBA kind of swinging a hot bat.
Yeah.
Kind of old school.
Back, baby.
Yeah, it is. Hey, who's the Lamb Beer?
Yeah,
Well, look out for the new Lamb Beer coming through. I can already see him getting excited. Let's go to the East, shall we? With a man who likes the new school game with limited contact. Go ahead, D-Butt.
Yeah, Game 5 tonight in Detroit. This series, I hear you NBA guys always say the series doesn't start until you steal one on the road. Both teams have been holding it down home court. Game 5, Pistons are favored by 4.5 points. How do you see this game and the rest of this series going?
Well, it depends. It's going to be interesting to see how the Cavs respond. I think,
Yeah, all right.
the Cavs have figured out that Donovan Mitchell throughout a game can keep you trained on the tracks. I've said it before. Because of Donovan's ability to score the ball in so many different ways, you can trust him throughout the game, but it becomes extremely difficult to set your team up for success, not knowing which way he wants to go or what he wants to do at the end of games. It's much easier as a player on a team to say, hey, our guy has the ball, and he's either going to get to the left elbow or the right elbow for this shot. But I now know all the cuts and all the screens I could set on the court without getting into his way, without messing up spacing, without bringing my man to him for a double. I think that has to be James Harden's job. They figured that out the last couple of games. James Harden also figured out if I have more FGMs than TOs, then we're going to win the game. It's a numbers game.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? As long as he gets up field goal attempts, and puts them up there high enough with enough arc, they'll land somewhere around the rim, and Jared Allen can go out there and be a responsible adult. Evan Mobley can go out here and
go get the rebound,
be the footer that he was always meant to be. Yeah, it's like you know how to do it. It just at the end of games, especially, you have to be in that same position as a driver if you're James Harden to say, hey, I can get to any spot on the floor. I can make anything happen, and I'm going to keep my turnovers down. Donovan Mitchell, still allowed to be aggressive. You can go out there and have 3 or 4 turnovers. Doesn't bother me much. When James Harden takes care of the ball and makes sure that they're successful, especially at the end of games, this Cavs team is dangerous, but they only can go as far as James Harden can figure it out at the end of the game.
James went crazy a couple of nights ago.
Yes, he did.
I mean, it is still in there. And then afterwards, the interview of him saying, what chatter? Just
exactly.
Trolling everything.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I love it.
James Harden
love
still
it.
got his fastball. And I hope he shows it because a Cavaliers run against the Knicks would be fantastic.
It's going to put me in a bad spot. Don't even tell me that.
Yeah. We'll have your ass on TV. Hey, we're going to put you on for 2 hours straight, make you piss off everybody.
Got to get past the Stones.
Let's talk about the East. Yeah, the number 1 overall seed is the Stones, obviously figuring it out. Go ahead, Tone.
Yeah, Shump, obviously the Knicks are hot. They were shooting incredible. And then you have, like we just talked about, Cavs and Pistons left. Now, when you look at the odds, the favorites are still to win the title are the Spurs and OKC before you get to anyone in the East. Do you think that's right? Like, do you think whoever comes out of the West should be the favorite? And does anyone in the East have a chance matchup-wise against either the Spurs or OKC?
I mean, it's a clear reason why the favorite would be in the West. The one wrinkle is prior to us all making these playoff predictions and everything that was going on right after All-Star break, when we was all putting in our picks of what we thought this would be, the Knicks decided that they were going to play through Karl Anthony Towns. And honestly, it intrigues me because it calls for teams to have to adjust. It's one thing to have to adjust to a guard, but you have a team full of guards that can defend. But they've never had to deal with quite anything that goes through. Besides Jokic, they would have had to deal with Jokic. But I think the way the Knicks are playing, it kind of makes Cat the Jokic of the East, so to speak. I'm not saying they're the same. I'm just saying playing through him being able to make the late pass. I think it becomes a different matchup than we once thought if OKC has to see the Knicks. I think that would be the best viewership. I'll tell you that. It would be the best chance.
We know if the Knicks are in, the viewership's going to be up, Iman. We saw people everywhere.
Good basketball.
We were walking around New York. There's people everywhere. I mean, there ain't nowhere with nobody.
No.
Everywhere, everybody.
It's Big Apple.
I just get nervous. I get nervous when I see Detroit, even though Detroit and Cleveland can match up. When you start saying matching up with the West, they have those lapses in time that they can't score. Detroit has those lapses in time that they don't know kind of what to do. And they only can live through Cade. And if Cade starts turning the ball over against the OKC, against the San Antonio, it's just lights out really quick. The way you can come back in the East is not that simple in the West. So when I look at it, I look at the matchup and say, I hope that the Knicks have to, if it's OKC, I hope the Knicks have to do that matchup. Because that's what I would want to see. And then if vice versa with the Spurs coming out, I would hope that you get to see it against Detroit because I think that matchup would be good.
I like what you just did there. You put a lot of teams into the finals. You did good. Yeah, that was a good job. That was good TV.
I'm just saying, as a basketball fan.
Yeah, as a basketball fan. Hey, listen, and to other basketball fans, I do see your team in the finals.
Sure.
That was an incredible work right there. You know, it didn't rule anybody out.
No.
Would love to see Spurs make if they. Pistons.
Hey, I'd love to see Ant-Man. Ant-Man just sent me shoes. Hey, thank you, Ant-Man. Shoes, man. I got the shoes. Ant-Man sent me like 10 pair of shoes, man. Make sure y'all go get the AEs, dog.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I got them Timberwolf blue ones.
Yeah, what size? What size are you, man? What size?
I'm a 14. 14 to walk, 15 to hoop.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He sent me both, too, just in case I want to mix it up.
You never know. You never
Shout
know.
out to my boy.
Yeah, I never know. Size 12, Ant. Size 12 over here.
I can do 12.
12.
You said 12s.
12. I think everybody's
11s. Throw some 11s
in the bag. I think there's an
11s
8.5 too.
12,
Gumpy would love some.
11 to walk, 12 to hoop.
Okay, that was really Gumpy.
I'm a double sock.
Yeah, 13 to hoop. Okay, speaking of hooping for a long time, and obviously you know him very well. There's a wild conversation happening right now that I just can't in any way could that be the ending of that particular story. Go ahead, Con Man.
Yeah, Shump, we know Jordan's your GOAT, but LeBron got you your ring, and it feels as though the dialogue
Helped
right
you
now
get your-
helped.
yeah,
Excuse me.
yeah.
It feels like the dialogue right now just is completely ridiculous. This whole entire. Is LeBron done? Is this it? And this is ESPN, so obviously we have to bring it up. Are we
Not actually though. Like we're not.
We're not contracted.
Because I just walked out of a Disney.
Actually,
at the
keep
Disney
reading the
upfront,
teleprompter.
but
No, we don't have a teleprompter. Please,
There's
no. Okay,
no one
jeez,
told us
Louise.
that.
It's right there.
It just wouldn't make sense for us to talk basketball. See, it's not a prompter if you can see from the wide view
It's
there.
just programmed so we know if we're live.
It's just a TV. I get all my lines way before the show starts.
No, that is not how this goes.
But if we're talking about LeBron, is it ridiculous to think like, hey, one, this guy is not going to step away without a retirement tour. Two, he deserves one for everything he's done for basketball, for the game. And is it more so a conversation of, do you think LeBron's going to go back to the Lakers? Do you think he might kind of go year 24 somewhere else, maybe back to Cleveland? What is kind of your whole entire read on the LeBron situation? Because it does feel as though his time in the Lakers is done, especially with them having to pay a lot of guys.
Yeah, I think that with the cap, well, I'll say this first. As far as the retirement tour goes, I don't think LeBron's focus is at all on a retirement tour. I don't think he needs one. I think that you can grow to appreciate LeBron's career in a number of ways. He knows that. He knows he's one of the most visible people to walk the earth. It's not something that he's going to come back so that he can be celebrated. I really don't like that narrative getting pushed. I think that if he comes back, it's going to be because he smells like he feels like he can smell another championship in the future. LeBron is a winner. He's a person that always wanted to be around winning. He preaches a winning culture all the time. You don't have to like the way he does it all the time, but that's what his goal is, and that's what's in mind at all times. So I can't imagine him going back to the Lakers because, one, I think the cap space is off. And I don't think he needs to take a pay cut after proving to the rest of the world age is nothing but a number. And he still can be one of the most efficient players in our game. For him to be able to go out there and, average above 20, still be able to rebound, jump on the floor for a loose ball. I don't think he should take a pay cut. And with that being said, I think that, if you can, figure it out with the payment plan in Cleveland, why not?
Okay,
and then,
all right.
If you can figure it out even more, go to Golden State, play with Steph Curry. Because I ain't gonna lie, I can't act like watching them playing USA wasn't just like, wow, that is great basketball. Wow.
They could get KD up there too, probably, if they wanted. You could get the Olympic team. You could get the Olympic team. You want it? Because hey, remember we were watching Olympic games, and we were up early. And it would turn into Kevin Durant hitting 27 straight points.
Yep.
Whenever he wanted to just go ahead and take a game of
Steph closing it out.
And then Steph going crazy. LeBron doing his thing. Draymond's in there setting picks, Shane Gillis said.
Jimmy buckets.
Oh, yeah, Jimmy's
That's too much. That's too much firepower.
Why don't you go play? Put those ants on. Get your ass back in there. Maybe get another ring.
Hey, man, listen, that's it. I just need a Visco shot or two. Go to tap the knees real quick. Get in there, man. They know they can call me. I never retired, Pat. I don't retire, dog. It's either they called me or they didn't. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Did you do the Big Three or anything like that? Have you ever played any other?
No. I haven't yet.
Would you? Do people talk about that? Because it feels like we've seen a lot of ex-NBA guys go over there.
Still who?
Yeah, people do. Yeah, I do. I was literally supposed to do some health stuff and get a surgery and didn't want to get it, and then just messed up my timeline to play in it. At some point, I'll get it done and go out there and play.
Okay, so you're going to be playing in the Big Three at some point. That's cool. Any other news that we need to get here, Iman? Are we doing anything?
No, man. They just need to watch the Shump Street Pod, man. Every Monday we doing the Shump Street Pod, baby. That's all. We talking basketball. The playoffs is on. I am unimportant.
You're the best. Ladies and gentlemen, great from the Shump, Iman Shumpert.
Yeah, Shump.
I like that.
Shump Street's a good name.
Yeah, great.
It ain't about me, it's about the basketball.
Yeah.
I love that. Let's get sports to sports. Him talking about LeBron, and he's saying the same thing everybody else is saying. Cleveland, because I don't think if he was to play one more year, just put on a random jersey would be weird. Like, that would be a weird thing to do. And now, who knows if he's only playing one more year? We saw him this year. He looked unbelievable. And who knows if he's playing at all? I mean, he has earned that right. He's 41 years old. But it's like if he was to put on a Cleveland Cavaliers jersey again and go back with Donovan Mitchell and maybe take them over the hump again, that'd be a great way to kind of wrap up an entire story if you're LeBron James. And this has been a movie, obviously, since the beginning.
Heat.
He's been there, obviously.
I think the cookies thing kind of soured the Miami Heat.
Right.
He's always wanted to play with Steph.
I'm sure his wife loves
Always wanted
Miami.
to play with
That's what if he was to go to Golden State, I think he would. I think it would be multiple years. I think that would be a 2-year thing. I think personally, I don't think he would want to just do a 1-year at a New Jersey. Personally, just from the LeBron. This is me as fan watching. I know nothing about nothing. They just signed Steve Kerr to another 2-year deal, right?
Yep.
Okay, so
Steph is, I think Steph's on the same timeline. Maybe.
Probably 2 years, yeah.
Yeah, so. Oh,
And Steph's never been swept, so if he goes there, then he probably won't get swept.
Braun going up to Golden State and just going.
That was a shot.
So, yeah.
That was a shot
you didn't need
right
to say that.
I was just talking about the positives of going.
That was a shot.
Tony.
It was an unnecessary shot, Tony.
I didn't even hear what you're saying because my mind just immediately went to LeBron James going up to where all those billion-dollar companies are created up there and just becoming a percentage owner of all of them. Rich Paul bouncing his way around the, what is that?
Silicon
Valley up there and just shake the amount of this guy would be a bazillionaire if he was to go up there. Not Steph Curry isn't. Because Steph Curry is as well. I think that's one of the benefits of being up there. But LeBron, one of the most savvy business people. Obviously, Michael Jordan shoes are the most savvy business move of all time. Shout out to David Falk. I just watched something with him in there in the entirety. But like Rich Paul would figure out a way, to figure out Golden State's area, not just on the court, but also off it. And if he was to be the guy that could just kick that thing out to Steph. I mean, LeBron loves passing the ball. That is why people judge him against Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan would take that shot at the end. It's like, well, LeBron actually He like views himself kind of as he got a little Magic Johnson. He thinks he's a little bit. Yeah, we know he's 6'9" and can just kind of run over anybody anytime he wants. But he likes the show. Him kicking to Steph and then Steph hitting them all turning and running at the same time. Like that would be a show.
Jimmy should be healthy by then. Porzingis is still on the roster, I believe.
Go! I'm pulling for this all of a sudden. Pacers too. Okay, let's not talk.
I don't want to see him on another team, man.
I don't want to see another jersey.
I kind of do.
I
I think it's kind of sweet. Like
I can't see a 1-year jersey. That's a weird thing. That feels like that just doesn't feel like a good ending.
Absolutely. And
Unless they win a title, I guess.
Yeah, and I do think it would be a multi-year thing, but like staying in the West, and granted, if they goes to the Warriors, they become, probably one of the top favorites, but the West is just so stacked. Like, I don't want this to happen for myself.
Third best.
But like, if you were to go to the Knicks, how cool that would be. Like, we're talking about by far the most crazed fan base in the NBA. I think we see that every single time they play. Like, if you were to go play at the Mecca, I think that would be really cool. Cleveland would be cool too. I think Miami would be cool too. Like going back to one of
Pacers would be
his
sweet.
old teams. Pacers. I don't know.
Probably his number one spot.
But like one of those spots, I could see Boston as well. And I'm being dead serious just because of what Shump just said, like winning culture, all that stuff. Like Joe Mazzulla and everything, he's given praise both to the sun and moon, I'm sure, but to Joe Mazzulla as well, just about how,
He's giving praise at the Temple of the Sun.
Uh-huh.
Okay?
What's
That's
that?
what you're talking about?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I
The
missed
Temple of the Moon. I've been there.
Don't follow.
Tecatan, Mexico.
Sets in Tibet.
Is this Joe?
You follow.
This Missoula?
He's boogie boarding.
Crocodile.
Alligator.
Oh. Okay, see.
18 degrees.
Yeah, it's hard for me to get on the same page with.
I FaceTime. I'm gonna
He's a
say it.
weapon.
I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it. I don't want to sound braggadocious, but this is what I'm saying. New York year yesterday. I FaceTime with Action Brunson yesterday. Okay. Had a couple drinks, had his phone number, cold FaceTime to Action Brunson. Let's see.
Yeah, why not?
He answered. He was with a jazz band. He said, I'm doing jazz. I said, of course you are.
Yes.
I started laughing. I said, are you guys playing? He goes, yeah, let me play you something. Puts the phone down. Okay. A full jazz band starts playing.
Okay.
He has a microphone.
In a studio or is it his apartment?
I assume it was a studio.
Restaurant.
There was a lot of music. There was a lot of, we're talking.
Maybe in a bodega.
Jazz
You never
bar.
know.
Sax,
New York,
trumpet.
Yeah, so it was a little bigger room. I assume it would be a studio. I don't know if he was recording what he said to be. He should have. It was immediately went into a 1:30 freestyle about everything from going to Knicks games on mushrooms to being unstoppable. It was with a jazz band in the back. And then somehow, I don't know if they had rehearsed this. There's no way they could have. There's no way that he had thought of those words he was saying before he was saying them in that exact moment. They were dropping the beat whenever he was in there. This is all on a FaceTime. I'm in the back of a car going from one event to the next. People in the car. Bruce sitting up there. Bruce immediately turns down. What's up, Bronsolini?
It was so sick.
Turns around, turns his camera on. Obviously, other people in the car. Is this fucking real? And I have to tell him, like, hey, you're being filmed right now. Who cares? Let it run. Just keeps going. It was outrageous. He just released a video, I think, on his Instagram with that jazz band. So I think there's a chance he's kind of piecing it together. It was a wild run. It was a wild run. But to your point about the New York Knicks fans, they are.
Yes.
They are wild.
It's the only thing missing right now from the playoffs is because they swept the Sixers. We haven't had like the Knicks going nuts, which will bode well for the Eastern Conference Finals. But still, like they are a genuine attraction, I'm sure, for at least players. Yeah,
So many people
all over the place.
That is the crazy. You get reminded. I haven't been in New York for a while. You get it's so big.
Mm-hmm. So big.
It is. I know the New Yorkers just probably, yeah, of course it is. And people that live in the coast, whatever.
You forget.
You forget whenever you don't go there that your city is a part of the city over there. And it's just humans everywhere. It was perspective. And then you realize like 80% of these people are Knicks fans.
Oh, yeah.
Like this is the Knicks are their team. Just naturally, they're going to be Knicks fans. Nets, I know they were in Jersey. We ran into old Alex grew up in Jersey. No, Aaron, maybe, I forget the kid's name. Somebody came up to me from Jersey, loves the Nets. And I'm like, why didn't you just...
What's the point?
I said, why didn't you just...
That's cool.
You could just go over it.
Jersey
Loves
Nets are
the
cool.
Jets, too.
Oh,
They
geez,
did.
yeah.
The Nets have won more recently, right?
Yeah, but it feels like if you're
champions.
if you're in the New York area, everybody is a Knick fan. Like it just feels like that is kind of the thing. Like
Yes.
it feels like you kind of are in it. And with how many people there, that's why whenever the Pacers knock out the Knicks last year, they're like, oh, the TV networks are going to hate this, you know? And it's like, yeah, I think losing that city's interest is certainly something, but the numbers in basketball were just fine because of how it's. If New York is to continue to ride, it's like I think the NBA numbers are only going to be outrageous, and Adam Silver's going to do that. And they say like the networks only care about that. It's like, well, no, what the Knicks are doing right now, not good actually. They want best of sevens. They would like.
Oh, yeah.
The biggest thing for networks is we best of sevens to not be sweeps. Like that, we are paying for 3 extra games in return, hoping to get this. You're losing that. So the conversation of like, are they rooting for New York? It's like, well, if the people are from New York and on TV, they certainly are. And obviously, that's a massive amount of people that will certainly continue to follow because they're all Knicks fans over there. But also, it's like the game has a chance to. NBA's in a good spot, I think.
Great spot, and this is without the Pacers. Like I've seen a lot of that too. Like the thing that's missing this year from the playoffs is what the Pacers and Tyrese did last year. I mean, they won 7 games with the Knicks. I do think the other part of the LeBron thing that we're not thinking of is the 2 expansion teams. Like you do genuinely wonder if that there is, some sort of draw to a Vegas for LeBron. Whether
he said he was out on that, right?
Said he was out on the ownership part, but if it was the first time ever with the team and they're building a whole new team and they get some sort of bonus, and granted, I don't know if that's immediate or next year, but yeah, it has been a hugely successful playoffs, at least I think, for the NBA.
Yeah, I've enjoyed it. The NHL has delivered as well. We're very thankful for all sports that are happening right now, including how'd the bull riding go? Those bulls are bucking.
I think it's still going on.
Them bulls be bucking the shit out of those bull riders. I mean, these are the best bulls on earth right now. I think there's a couple rodeos I've seen down in Mexico that had some good bulls.
Yeah.
But I think the PBR had their eyes on them, probably recruited
Still
them up.
going on, 7th to the 17th.
Okay, so we're in the middle of the PBR World Championship right now.
Yeah.
Okay, let's pay attention to that. PGA Championships this weekend.
Huge.
Let's go ahead and enjoy the hell out of all of that right now. Rory's got a blister on his toe.
Yeah.
Not good.
Ripped his toenail off.
Rory's got a blister on his toe. I don't know if the blister was under his toenail.
Pinky toe, I believe, was the report.
The pinky toe is always the problem with these shoes. I mean, it will always get you. Hopefully, this is not a problem. If your base is not good, though, especially with how Rory swings, could certainly affect him. So we'll keep our eyes on the blistery toes of Rory McIlroy throughout the rest of the week as we head into another massive weekend of golf at the PGA Championship. And the NFL is always cooking.
Yes, it is.
Schedule releases tomorrow night. A lot of games have been leaked, including all of the internationals. Joining us now, ladies and gentlemen, is a man who's always on the television talking about ball, or he's always on a stage talking about life. Ladies and gentlemen, Dan Orlovsky.
Yeah.
Well, Dan, coming from a barn, where are you, pal?
I'm in Richmond, Virginia. This is an old train station that I from what I've been told is the old train station, but also the present day train station. So I think it is the
remodeled
old
train station.
Yeah, that is used for like big events in Richmond now, but also the train literally still does come 20 feet behind me. So
okay,
yes.
I like that. Did you ride in on the train or?
No, I flew this morning from New York. 52 minutes.
That's a good flight. So maybe hop on one of those trains and just one-way ticket, especially if you're going to keep putting out these emo tweets, Dan. Hey, these tweets are just, guess the only option is just keep working. And then he hops on that train. You can see it, can't he? Shows up, gets one ticket.
Yeah.
Guess the only option is just keep working. Grabs that thing. And then that thing just go.
Fudge it, man.
All right.
What's wrong with that tweet?
Nothing, dude. Don't worry about it.
Why are you so cryptic?
All of us are just worried about you all of a sudden as soon as it happens.
There's nothing cryptic about it. I think, honestly, I was probably on the car ride or waiting for my plane and watching, being honest, probably watching some Instagram reels and, like, motivational stuff popped up, and I just, like,
plagiarized.
Fudge it, dog.
All right, I get it. Okay, and then let's go to your most recent tweet, shall we? Just 2 names with the word "and" in the middle of it, and just say, "Hey, world, go ahead and guess what I'm doing." Jared Goff and Jordan Love. Okay, so Dana, let's start here. Jared Goff and Jordan Love.
Well, I saw that Bart Scott, I believe on Get Up this morning, said that he could see that Kyler's the best quarterback in the division at the end of the year. Okay. And I'm just like, has Jared Goff and Jordan Love, are they not playing in the NFC North anymore?
Yeah, Caleb.
And Caleb. But I think those guys are more accomplished than Caleb. You know, Caleb obviously has a chance to take a big step
Caleb's
in year
already
3,
more
but
accomplished than Kyler.
Gotcha. And did they just read this? So do you have a deal with them?
Whoa. Tone. That's not
Kyler
real.
been to the playoffs?
That's not true.
Has Kyler been to the playoffs?
Okay, Tone, so just to reiterate, because I was asking you about
Sorry, that's all.
this whole stuff, you said Kyler Murray.
I said Caleb's
Caleb
already
more successful than Kyler Murray?
Yep, I did.
Fascinating.
Okay.
No, dude. Kyler Murray's played like a top 5 quarterback multiple times in his career. Maybe not over the course of the full season, but he's had
Pro Bowls,
2-month stretches. Kyler has been a top 10 quarterback for the majority, maybe top 12 quarterback for the
So
majority
you'd rather
of his
have him
career.
over Caleb moving forward?
What? Good question.
Who's more accomplished, though? Hold on.
More accomplished. I mean,
No.
it would be Kyler. Just he's played longer.
Yes.
He's had more opportunities. But to Tone's point, that's a great question. Would you rather have Caleb or Kyler? Kyler got to win a QB competition coming up. I would take Caleb right now going forward over Kyler. But you know,
With Ben Johnson, Kyler with Kevin O'Connell, we have not
great,
seen.
2 great play callers.
Holy hell.
Good TV, Dan. You're doing a great job.
But D-Butt, if you were ranking the NFC North quarterbacks 1 through 4 right now.
Who are you putting at 1? You're putting Jared Goff
I'll
at
put
1?
Goff at 1.
I would put Goff at 1, Love at 2, and that would be a clear 1-2 for me. And then there would be a gap in my, honestly, belief. And then I would go Kyler at 3, Caleb at 4. No, you know what? I go Caleb at 3, Kyler at 4.
Okay, so we just made all the answers. We all came to the same kind of
I go Caleb at 2.
conclusion there. I think Caleb and Love for me would be sitting right next to each other.
2A, 2B.
They'd be sitting right next to each other for me. And then Kyler.
You put Caleb and Love on the same plane, the same tier?
Yep.
I think so. What are we ranking for what they've done or what they're going to do?
I think it's a little bit of everything. What they've done is not fair because one has probably played, I think, 3 seasons longer. So that's not like a real.
We got to do the tiers.
It's not a real.
We can still do the combo, though. Yeah,
We need the tiers,
We
man.
got to do the tiers so we just know.
Yeah, I agree. We don't want to just fall into every internet trend. Okay, we have stayed away from that pretty good at this particular program. Nobody talks about it, but you've never seen us dance. You haven't seen it. We are on the internet, but we very much understand what we should be doing, what we should not be doing. Okay, we are not good at this. This is what other people are good at. The tiering thing that has been happening on the internet forever, and the quarterback tiers, and the titles of what the tiers are, have been great internet for me to follow along.
Yeah.
We have never participated. We are going to do it.
Yes.
We have to do it.
I'm all in on Kyler.
Are you going to make your own tiers? Like
Yeah, all of
labeling
them.
of
We're doing the whole
categorization?
thing.
Yep.
All of them. We're going to do the entire thing. Who's in the top tier? Who do you got in the top tier in the entire NFL, Dan Orlovsky? There's 2 of them.
No, there's more than 2 of them. I think that there's.
How many tiers do you got, bro? You're just handing out all these tiers.
I have 3.
No, you need at least 5 to 6 tiers,
At
buddy.
least.
You got
At
3 on
least.
I don't have
1.
to.
You're not doing it right.
Yeah, you
You have
do.
to,
Yeah,
dude.
you do.
Jalen Hurts, Super Bowl winner, but now where are you going to put him in the entire thing?
You win with Jalen Hurts.
Oh, so your tiers are win with, can't win with,
Win
fair.
because of.
Win
That's
because
easy.
of.
Okay, your tiers are stupid. I don't like you doing that.
Win in spite of.
Okay, you can
What are
only,
your tiers going to be?
we got 6 of them.
Stop
least.
crying, keep working.
Yeah.
That's one of them.
Sucks. That's going to be down here at the bottom.
Young and really good, but we don't know yet.
Gonna get somebody fired,
Yeah.
Yep.
A lot of potential.
Jeez.
Can't win Super Bowl.
and then elite.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what if we put all 32 into one and we just decide to leave the others empty?
Yeah.
We can do that.
They all
it's
can.
our tiers. But Jalen Hurts and who was the other?
Darnold.
Sam Darnold. Jalen Hurts and Sam Darnold, both Super Bowl winners. Okay? Played great football. Great football. But if you were tiering, like you obviously got Patrick Mahomes and Stafford,
Josh Allen,
Lamar.
Jackson,
Joe Burrow, I guess, is right there underneath.
Joe Burrow.
Got
Drake
Mahomes
May.
and Stafford on the top shelf.
I think that's what we had. And then we had Lamar and Josh.
Yep.
And then
right
we
underneath
said
them.
is Herbert in the same as Hurts and Darnold, even though they've won a Super Bowl and Herbert hasn't even come close.
Yeah, so then we have a lot of guys that haven't really had success all in one tier. They're like, maybe.
I'm into this. I'm into this.
Yeah,
I'm into this.
and then
Got
you got Sam Darnold and Jalen Hurts above that group because they won a Super
'Cause they
Bowl,
won, yeah.
but they're definitely not yet at this point.
And what do you do with Bo and Jaden Daniels or Jaden Daniels?
Drake May
and all the
Yeah, like Drake May. Does he fall into Joe Burrow because they both
Trevor
in the Super Bowl,
Lawrence.
but Burrow's done the Lawrence.
Trevor Lawrence. Whoa, that might be stalk up and to the right,
Brock
but it's
Purdy.
down here.
Where's Dak?
Jared
Brock
Goof.
Purdy.
Which
Yeah.
falls up
Which
into
one
the
is
Super
Dak
Bowl.
in? Is Dak
Yeah.
in the same as Hurts and Darnold?
Dak.
No. Or is he in the Herbert and
Yeah, see, this is what we're tearing right
We
now.
should do a whole show on this. We should do a whole show on
Where's
this.
Joe Flacco go?
Hey, when's the time? That's not a question.
Old.
Yeah, we do have an old tier.
Yeah,
Remember
old-
with
old
Aaron
but
Rodgers is in the
Aaron
old
Joe.
one, Flacco's in the old
Yep.
one. But, you know, obviously, Aaron would be pissed as soon as he saw that we didn't put him into one of the top tiers.
The rightful-
So we will have
Totally.
the old tier positioned outside of the tier. It'll be higher up in the tiers, but it'll be because
Baker.
yeah?
Oh, shit.
Yeah, exactly.
where are you putting him?
Win with.
See,
Yeah, but we're not doing your tiers.
yours.
Remember, we're
tiers
going to get your
suck
tiers out.
anymore.
We're doing these tiers. Remember, you said in the middle of our
I
tiers,
want to
this
be a
is
part
fun.
of your guys' tiers. I'm
Is
intrigued.
Baker below
I'm intrigued.
or same or similar to Sam Darnold?
Baker, I would put in the same tier, but you have to put him below because Sam won it. But I would put him as the same, very similar type of player.
Yeah, so there's one right there that's like Herbert,
Jordan Love.
Jordan Love
Yeah.
would be in there,
C.J.
Dak would be
Stroud.
in
It's a
there.
packed tier.
Packed tier, because I think we don't know.
Yeah.
I think it's like good. We all think they're very good, but are they going to climb up the ladder? We don't know. Super Bowl champions have to be above them because they've already done it.
They've done it.
And even May and Burrow, where it's like, hey, they have gotten there, but May only has done it 1 year. Burrow, he's been kind of in and out of injury, and he's also missed the playoffs multiple times. It's very tough to tier.
It's
him.
tough to tier. Maybe, what are you doing over there in the train station? We never even asked. Is
Packing
that-
a lip?
Are you potting? Yeah. What, are you got Zin in right now? Is that you're getting a little?
No, it's bubble gum. That's bubble gum. I have a couple things. One, what I'm doing here is I'm doing a speaking engagement.
Nice.
I speak.
Congrats,
Nice.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, thank you. So I have to do that, and then I'm on a 5:30 flight home tonight.
Oh, in and out.
My second thing is no dip. I've dipped once in my life. I think I've given you guys that story. My third thing I am interested is, do you think that there's NFL general managers, honest question here, because the quarterback value or the quarterback annual contract is very high. We know that, like there's quarterbacks, a lot of them, I don't know how many, making 50 north or north of 50. And I know the cap keeps growing, but we just watched Seattle with a quarterback that makes 30 million that allowed more money to go to the roster, not rookie quarterback value, but a mid quarterback value.
Baker,
allowed it to go to the roster.
Tom.
Yeah, like I wonder if there's general managers sitting there going, I actually, like, unless I have a Patrick or a Josh, and there's only 4 of them, I'm not going to pay them. I'd rather pay a guy that I think is in that mid-tier range, 30. They're interchangeable parts to me, and I'll build up the roster around. I think that's a better Super Bowl recipe.
Yeah, because then you're using the rookie quarterback thing, but just not exactly a rookie quarterback. It's been happening
That
to
formula.
Sam Darnold. It happened for, obviously, because he had already had high aspirations, big contract, and then fell off, second chance, still getting great money. Let's go ahead and take that money and go ahead and on with our life. Kirk Cousins got 180 down there in Atlanta. If it would have worked for him, people would obviously had some questions. But if you think about like the deal that Baker Mayfield signed, it's not
Correct.
forever. They can still
Right.
work with it. I think they're going to be
Right.
trying to negotiate that in a lot. Tom Brady, obviously, with what, 20 million or something like that?
Yeah.
Drew Brees was like 20 million. Aaron's working on a $10 million deal. Now, granted, these guys have all been paid.
Yeah.
Okay. But it also does help the roster immensely if you can
Totally.
spend a little bit more money on the O-line. If we can get $8 million
Correct.
bucks, that is
You get another
very
three or
good.
four starters.
Yeah, very good.
This is going to come up with CJ Stroud and Bryce Young. Like it happened with Trevor, and they
Bingo.
and they paid Trevor. Okay, now is there buyer's remorse? I don't know. Maybe at the beginning of last season, but then he played really well towards the end of the season. But then when CJ and Bryce come up, like there's this thing in the NFL where it's like the next quarterback up. It doesn't matter if they're better than Josh Allen and Lamar or not. They have to get paid more to them for some reason. Like
Right.
that's happening.
Some reason? That's because they got to grow the game for the
DeMarcus,
next
brother.
generation.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, when is it gonna stop? When is it gonna stop? When are these
There's
guys?
a guy staring down a young quarterback coming
Yeah.
through Pittsburgh
Yeah.
in the next few years in this entire.
Why hasn't there been those 10-year deals though? Like the
I
Bills.
think 8 is the most.
Okay, so they
7
changed
or
it.
8. I think 7 or 8 is the most. Because remember, Patrick Mahomes' deal was announced.
Exactly.
And we were told it was 10 years, $500 million.
Yeah.
That's what we were told. Then it came out, it was a 7 7-year, $41 million average every single year, and they're tinkering with it every single year. It's like we don't know what's real, what isn't real, but we do know that if the quarterback doesn't get the top of the market, you can build a team. If quarterback gets top of the market, they're going to have to win you a Super Bowl. Like that is just how.
And you just have to be your drafts have to just be flawless. You know, there is more wiggle room. Obviously, I just think with watching how Seattle did it, Howie Roseman has done this, right? I think the Eagles' 2 Super Bowls have been with quarterbacks on rookie contracts, right? Because Wentz was on his rookie deal when Foles won it.
I think Hurts was paid.
Jalen was paid after the loss of the Super Bowl,
Yep,
I think, and then won the Super Bowl after getting paid. But they might have kicked that money down.
And they had all rookies on their D-line.
Yeah.
They're all
And
rookie
D-line
contracts.
So it's just like, I wonder if some general managers are sitting there saying, my quarterback's a really good player. Like he's a top 15 player, but there's 8 top 15 quarterbacks, right? Because the quarterbacks that live between 8 and 15 are kind of the same guy. They are. I believe that 100%.
15 top 15. But you're saying they're kind of swappable. And anyway, we got to get to a break. You got to get to a speech. Think about that tier on your 52-minute flight back home.
I'm in.
All right, you're the man, ladies and gentlemen. That's Dan Orlovsky. We'll see you on the other side.
You know what? I think there's only one thing left to do here. I've experienced cafecito time. I've experienced the wonderful culture. I've experienced the beautiful people, and I think we got some canes over here. We got some canes over here. We got some canes over here. This day in Coral Gables is going to be one that I will remember for the rest of my life. Ray Lewis started his dance right here at Miami. Ed Reed started his legendary run here at Miami. The legends of football run deep. The moments are special. The national championships are in abundance. Just last year, a lovely University of Miami woman diver from Italy won a national championship. This thing's been staring at me all damn day.
You're out of your mind, brother. This is crazy.
Kirk, I'm a little winded.
That's what I was going to say. You talked the whole time you were running. I'll give you a chance to catch your breath, you son of a bitch. You're crazy.
I hope somebody got a lifesaver over there. Something. My man's out of breath.
It is a long way to the top.
Are you going to jump in your suit? Are you going to jump in that
Oh, my God.
Yeah, so
I'm tired for you.
Oh, my God. Oh, he's going to take the jacket off. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, he's taking the shirt off now.
Okay. All right.
Looking ripped.
Yeah,
looking ripped.
fit.
Oh, he's taking the drawers off.
ladies and gentlemen.
The pants.
Not the drawers.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you come to this beautiful campus, you will notice quickly that the students here love this university. They love this atmosphere. And I'm with everybody. I think the U is back. Give me.
He's got the speed on. Oh, my God.
Give me the.
Canes, baby. Here it goes. Oh, God.
Here it goes. Feet together.
I think that was the lead one so for the pencil.
And he's got the U. Flashing it out. Oh, my God. McAfee with the refreshing plunge. Miami and Florida tonight. Let's have a look at that again.
The following program is a collection of stooges talking about happenings in the sports world. It is meant to be comedic informative. The opinions expressed on this show do not necessarily reflect the beliefs of their peers, their boss, or ESPN. There may be some cuss words because that's how humans in the real world talk. If you are young, please seek permission before watching any further.
Hey.
Why?
Let's go. This show stinks, and the fact that you listen, we are very, very thankful for.
McAfee on the line with a gorgeous assist.
The all-time leading tackler for the Green Bay Packers, UP. Damn it! Be a friend, tell a friend something nice could change their life. Hello, beautiful people, and welcome back to our humble abode, the Thunderdome, on this big Sports Wednesday, May 13th, 2026. Hour 2 of the program begins now. Sports are the greatest, and obviously we're so thankful that we get a chance to chat about it every single day. The Talks the Tables here at Boston Connor, and one half of the Hammer, Dahn. Cowboys, AP Dunn. I see the Pittsburgh Pirates little short sleeve hoodie thing there.
Yeah, it looks short sleeve, but it's actually just a full sleeve hoodie. It just
kind of cool design.
Oh, really? Yeah, maybe the Pirates are swinging a hot bat right now.
Swinging a hot bat.
Oh, they are. And is their pitcher the greatest of all time? The guy that won a national championship at LSU, a guy who is freak show on the mound, a man who has changed baseball in Pittsburgh immediately upon arriving as a rookie. Paul Skenes is only getting better somehow. Every time it's Skenes bump day, you can go to 6th, 7th inning, and he's throwing a no-hitter. That's the new thing. We got a no-hitter happening. We got a no-hitter happening. And it's not just no-hitters. We got Dyson happen. I mean, it is a full show when he's on the mound, and the Pirates might be good. Baseball is actually kind of hot right now, Tone.
Yeah, Buccos are 23-19 if they faced the hardest schedule so far in the MLB, so things are looking up there. It was Skenes Day yesterday. Well, Skenes night last night. He is now off back-to-back starts where he has gone eight innings with no earned runs. This is in the 7th. That was to break up the no-hitter. O'Neal Cruz dove, couldn't make the play. He made a diving play later in the inning to get Paul out of the inning, so that was awesome. And Paul just looks like he's having so much fun out there. After this, O'Neal came into the dugout. Paul was all smiles. He gets it. But back-to-back starts, 8 innings pitched, no earned runs. He's setting records that hasn't been done since the early 1900s. Damn. He is absolutely absurd right now. He struck out the first 6 batters last night before the 7th batter decided, screw that, I'm going to bunt, which Paul laughed at too. He just feels like he is in a really, really good place.
I guess Paul also said nice bunt, and he gets caught on camera saying nice bunt or whatever. And he goes in afterwards. He said, I don't talk to the opponent. I was probably just saying, you guys are good lip readers, he said. He gave a nice compliment. And then he said, I was probably just saying it to myself, like, I strike out 6, and then a guy goes a bunt. I end up picking him off anyways. Nice bunt. It's like Paul Skenes is a machine. Like, he's an absolute machine. And I think the cone.
Oh, it's hoisting, brother.
I think the cone being hoisted. I think the welding mask.
Yep.
I think the vibes, the young team. It's amazing what can happen whenever you get a superstar on the squad. And Paul Skenes has changed what the Pittsburgh Pirates have used to do into what they're about to become. And I love that they're building the roster. Are we going to win it all? Because I heard the Dodgers stink. I heard the Dodgers stink at baseball.
The Dodgers have lost 4 in a row by 4+ runs, which hasn't happened for them, I believe, in, 90 years ago?
What?
July 1936. So they're on a bit of a skid right now. Shohei did pop out of his skid last night. He had a home run. He ended his homerless streak, but that didn't matter. They still won. He's on the mound tonight. He's been unbelievable pitching, so we can see if they can get the Dodgers can stop their skid tonight.
Love that Ice Cube's on the mic as Shohei gets off a little bit of a schneid of a run there. Shohei obviously pitching very well. The hitting had suffered while he had been pitching well. A lot of people said, see, not going to be able to do both. Shohei will be able to figure it out, as we believe the Los Angeles Dodgers will as well.
Yeah.
Anytime you're going back to 100 years or whatever, that's a long time. That's a long time. And obviously their fans are a very passionate bunch over there. Speaking of getting off the schneid, Cal Raleigh.
He did.
Let's go, Cal.
They're saying this guy was having the worst season in the history of baseball.
He was on a 0-for-38 stretch before that hit last night in the 7th. He also had a hit in the 9th. So he had 2 hits last night in the 7th and the 9th. He was 0-for-36 before this game started. Night before 2 nights ago after that game when he was 0-for-36, he went into the shower in his full uniform. The team made him do that. It was kind of, just get all the stink off the uniform and everything.
All right, everybody pee in a bucket.
Exactly.
Putting the jersey in there, go sleep in it. Okay, anything can kind of get us on a different, because they got rally. Baseball has a lot of this shit.
Same underwear.
Baseball has a lot of these types of things. Whenever you're on the road for a long time and you're together and you're living off of, streaks and then droughts, and it's all, you can find yourself becoming very superstitious. I think baseball sets up to be a super duper-stitious sport.
Yes.
Okay, I think it's been mocked and ridiculed in a lot of movies, but I think it does become a thing. I didn't know just putting a jersey on, taking a shower makes you have a hot bath the next day. Everybody's going to put that in their back pocket now. And when those bats get cold, you're going to see a lot of linen in a lot of showers around clubhouses, D-Bud.
Yeah, you know what? I kind of been all in on the baseball stuff since the WBC. We start playing Thunderball. I saw something last night in outfield. I didn't even send it in. I saw CC Sabathia tweet about it. Was that 2 nights ago?
Yeah.
I may be out on baseball culture after seeing this. Somebody scoured the internet. Was it Orioles?
So it was the Giants. It was the Giants.
Okay.
And when you win a baseball game, your outfielders come together.
Oh, they celebration.
They were knocking knobs.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Sorry, D. But
I know what you're talking about there. Guy closest.
I just thought about you start.
Guy
kissing the
closest to
bucket, all that
camera.
shit, yeah.
Guy closest to camera. He was really going for it.
Yeah.
I felt like he was the one that was the straw that was really stirring the drink. He felt like he was trying to go make contact with the lad. See, he was the most, I think.
That was 2 nights ago.
Okay,
They got
that's 2
cups
nights.
on.
What's
What,
going on,
the
man?
boys can't.
They got pee-pee whacked.
They're
They
not-
had a different celebration
They
last
were
night.
told, hey, we're not doing the tummies, okay? We're not doing that anymore.
Tommy
But they
sticks?
said if they're going to do it, Gilbert said, I'm going to make sure I get it all.
Yeah, I'm out
And
on
I appreciate
baseball.
that. No, let's not talk about this.
D-Bud.
No, they won a game. Let's not talk about the boys kind of bumping here a little bit.
Yeah.
Bump. That's what Gilbert was saying there,
Gilbert
too,
was
so they
going
all
real
catch the
hard.
beat. Let's not talk about this outfielder operation. Let's talk about friend of the program. Mm-hmm. Guy who now has 12 doctors.
Yep.
Ladies and gentlemen, P. Crow Armstrong, center fielder. Ha. Where's the wall? Who cares? Bang, give me that. Yeah, they're talking about stats on this.
good out
The
there.
amount of feet that he covered, how fast he went, in the entirety. I guess this guy, they're saying best defensive player in ball. That's what they're talking
Okay.
about. So whenever we mention doctors to him and he said, I don't know what those are or whatever, this dude is awesome. He's a brah from California. He's been on the program. He's been paid. He represented for the United States in a beautiful way at World Baseball Classic. Didn't really play in the final. So all of us were just like, man, I wish this guy played. Really a perfect runway for Pete Crow Armstrong to become a national sensation. And he's done it. And I think he's handled it beautifully. He's a guy out there, though.
Swings
He's
at
a
everything,
guy.
too.
D-Bud.
Love that.
Yes, he does.
You know, I might be back in.
Exactly.
Don't be mad at the Giants fielders just because they wanted to hear the sound of their cups clanging together.
It's cool sound.
Yeah, you know how sweet that is. They just beat the Dodgers
I don't
by
know how
4
sweet that
runs.
is, but
Boys,
congrats to them. Hey,
That's what they're doing.
Yeah.
America, do your thing.
Cups on 3, boys.
Gilbert wears a 3X.
Uh-huh.
And that's why he's the
don't need
one
to know that
swinging.
information.
What's that?
Don't need to know that information.
Well,
Yeah, you
we're
did
just
what
saying
they talked
that's what
about.
they're
I'm trying
doing.
to tell you,
That's
man.
why they're doing it.
That's
okay?
right, guy on the
Last
right.
night,
Whoa, what's
said
that?
they took about, but there's one more thing. We
is
got
that your glove?
our guy.
That is Tony's glove.
Yeah, our guy.
Tony would do that celebration
Yeah,
too.
100%.
If we're bumping cups, I mean, we might as well show up and do it in a big way. I think that was an aggressive decision by the lads there. I think they probably knew what was going to happen, and I do appreciate. This is them last night.
Bend over to start with.
That's the national anthem. Okay, take a bow.
No, yeah, that was their
Should've seen him in the-
celebration last night.
Should have seen him in the showers. They saved it for then.
All right. What else happened in baseball?
One last thing we got to get to. Our guy Schwarbo is now just absolutely raking his home run in 5 straight games. The Phillies themselves, since they fired their manager and they hired Don Mattingly, Donnie Baseball, they've been absolutely on a tear. They're almost back to 500 after being one of the worst teams in MLB to start the year. But Schwarbo now leads the league and homered in 5 straight games. He's absolutely mashing the ball to lead the Phillies. So they're getting hot again. That's a team to watch as well.
Cash out baseball. How many games left?
Probably 135? 135?
Yeah.
All right, baseball. All
130
right.
something, yeah.
Thank you, baseball. We appreciate that.
Jesus.
Joining us now live from Manhattan, Ohio, is a man who created the Cup Check celebration. He's a college football national champion, Super Bowl champion, Ryder Cup winner, A.J. Hall.
Yeah, Hog.
What's the goal? Is the goal, because, like, drummers have that ability to, like, hold the drum, like, the stick like this, and they're like, brrr,
Yeah.
brrr. Do you think Gilbert thought they were going for more of the rattle with the cup as opposed to just, like, the boom, boom? Because it felt like Gilbert wanted the, brrr, with the cups as they were meeting up there in the outfield. You've obviously done this before with your guys. What is kind of the mindset whenever you guys are going to do the cup bump?
I tell you what, this was a bit jarring the first time that I did see it, but I may not be right here, but I don't believe outfitters are wearing cups in the major leagues. That's just me.
These guys are for this.
That's where you're wrong.
Yeah,
if you're going to do something, don't just dip your toe in. Don't go all in.
Yeah, Gilbert's doing that.
He's the only one. He may hurt somebody here if they do this again, but hey, man, they're just building team culture. You never know.
I don't know if J-Dot here knew what was kind of going on. I don't know if he was fully in the know of what we were about to do, but shout out to the lads getting through a long-ass season. How many games again did you say?
So they're 40 whatever, and so it'll be 120-ish left.
Okay, that's just standard operating procedure. 120 more games.
Get hot, boys.
How are the Reds doing?
Well, we lost a tough one last night. You can't give up 10 runs and expect to win. But,
Again?
Do you guys?
We were coming off a 1-game win streak, but you got to fall back sometimes.
Why does anybody tell your pitchers a 1-game win streak? Why does anybody tell your pitchers to stop throwing bigger baseballs? Like why don't you?
Normally though, our pitchers have been doing great this year. Our bats haven't come alive. So this is a little bit outside of what the norm is for the Reds. But we'll be back. Okay. I mean, look at the division. We all know. I've said on here 1,000 times. The World Series runs through the NL Central. Yep. We know that.
Now is when you want to be in last. Okay. There's a couple teams on there that are in last that are going to make huge.
You guys have been in last since the beginning.
No, there's a couple.
Yeah, since like day one, you guys have been the biggest ass team in baseball. You guys fired your coach already. You guys spelled baseball with 2 S's in there.
We started out 1-0 against the Cincinnati Reds, so I know we haven't been in last since day one. Since day 3, we've been in last, okay? But we're figuring it out. Some teams need to go through some shit.
AJ, I don't know if you saw yesterday, College GameDay announced the first 2 shows will be live from Baton Rouge for Lane Kiffin and LSU's debut. And then down in Austin, Texas, Arch Manning takes on Julian Sain as the Buckeyes travel to take on the Texas Longhorns. Now, not mentioned, not announced. Week 3.
Definitely not going to.
LSU is going to Ole Miss. And this was an awesome thing yesterday. I talked about this in the first hour. And I know over there in Columbus and in Ohio, it's always a buzz and always a chatter. I mean, the general is literally every morning for 3 hours just talking about Ohio State football on local radio and gets paid well to do that and has been doing that for 10 years and can do that for another 20 years if he wants to. There's obviously a few of those towns around the country. Columbus is certainly one. Yesterday was a great reminder of how fantastic college football is for me. And getting a chance to feel, obviously I see the memes and I follow and I read all the who's where, who's doing what is, I have to follow along, because I'm very lucky to be a part of the college football world with College GameDay. But it's like once the video started setting in on this massive stage and Dez was reading his voiceover and you're seeing some highlights, it's like, hey, college football is awesome. And the announcement of the games got me so excited. Cody Rhodes still has a black eye. Okay, so he's still feeling the punishment that me and Randy Orton put on him. Now, Randy also put a little punishment on me, and so did Cody. And so did Jelly Roll. So I had a little bit longer night. True. And I'll be out of the business forever. It was nice to see Cody. He picked the Bulldogs, Georgia.
Of course.
And he started barking. There was a couple dogs in the building, but it was including Peter Herbstreit. But it was nice to get in there and feel college football again. It was awesome, AJ, and I just can't wait for it. We are 108 days away from college football, and it's like it feels right around, feels forever, feels right around the corner. But every time I watch or feel college football, it's like such a special thing. I got goosebumps yesterday, AJ.
Oh yeah, I think just popping that. I know that picture came out that you showed of all you guys at the desk, seeing you guys just sitting there at the game day desk, even though I know it's the upfronts. That got me excited for football, like because that is what every Saturday will look like for us. Once the season finally does get here. But I think once we get into the summer months, once kids start getting out of school, like you start getting in football mode. I think that's when summer workouts start ramping up. Then of course August comes around, and I understand we still have a lot of time from when camp opens, but it feels like once camp opens, at least for us as non-players now, it'll go quickly and the season starts.
Let's do some college football news. Tom Moore, friend of the program, legend, who was done with coaching NFL football, is not done coaching football just yet. Mm-hmm. He's 145 years old. Yeah. He is now going to Iowa, his alma mater. He played quarterback and kicker there in 1914. I believe was the year in which he played
Probably.
there.
Seriously.
It was 1959, 1960. Okay. It was good. Sorry, I knew there was some year, but way back there. He played there in 1959. He was an adult in 1959.
Jeez.
Okay, that's when he played. He wasn't born then. This guy's still doing it.
Grown.
Tom,
crazy.
thank you for your commitment to ball, bro. Nobody will ever question it. He's hilarious. He loves ball. And whenever he went to Iowa and played there, he said it was the greatest decision he's ever made. Now I assume he feels like he can give back to his alma mater, hopefully, all these years. And maybe this makes Iowa a contender in a Big Ten. Maybe this makes Ty Schmidt and those Hawkeyes excited about the fact that they got championship pedigree. They got a Super Bowl mind and also one of the most legendary football people in the building. I think it does no harm. I think it only does well. Good for them. And I wish more people would have done this with Tom Moore. Why isn't he a Mountaineer right now? Go ahead, AJ.
Well, when he did play, he played quarterback for the Hawkeyes, so we understand him going back there. But is this like, do we think the offense for Iowa is really going to open up now? We're going to see shots down the field and like an explosive offense we're not used to?
Have you ever seen Tom Moore coaching a team that had an ass offense?
No.
Never.
Legit.
You're not going to be coaching for 80 years and not be good at what you do. Eventually, you get run out of it.
So I think Tom Moore's big thing when he has Peyton Manning, we're going to do Peyton Manning. Okay, we're going to do Peyton Manning. Whenever Baker's here, we're going to do Baker. Whenever we do this quarter, we're going to do this. So whoever their quarterback is, I think Tom Moore will have maybe 40,000 plays for that particular style of quarterback. Like, I don't think this means that they're going to be looking for a Peyton Manning over there in Iowa. Now, it would be nice to be able to play football. It would be nice to be able to complete passes and do all that stuff.
Sure.
And Gradnowski is certainly an absolute legend. I have nothing but great things to say about him. But I think Tom Moore will make the most out of whoever they have, whatever they have. Good for the Iowa Hawkeyes. We appreciate that. Ole Miss taking some shots publicly this week, and I think that's only good for week 3. I know they don't love hearing all the shots that are being said. They get very pissed off. But we as college football fans can only continue to build the animosity for that week 3 return. They've said that place is outrageous on just a regular game. I couldn't fathom what it's going to be like whenever his ass walks back in there. And once again, game day not announced week 3 at LSU Ole Miss.
Yeah, it might be Florida and Auburn.
Yeah.
So don't even...
Auburn, Georgia.
It has not been announced. Steve Sarkisian takes a shot at Ole Miss. On 3's reporting that at Texas, they only take 50% of a player's academic credit hours. You may be a semester from graduating, but you're going all the way back to 50% if you want to play here and transfer here and get a degree. But Ole Miss, they can take you. All you have to do is take basket weaving and get an Ole Miss degree. Jeez.
That's uncalled for.
Ole Miss is taking a lot of shots to the shins right now. A lot of shots to the shins.
Sark and Lane were together at USC, so they're old pals. So I assume Sark's got a certain feeling about sticking up for Lane. But it's not like Ole Miss fired Lane. I'm pretty sure he chose to leave on his own. So, it'd be nice if Lane just left and kept his mouth shut and went and coached at LSU instead of taking shots at his old alma mater. He had a great time there, okay? Why can't we just all be friends? You can leave. Yes, he's pissed he wasn't allowed to coach in the playoff. Well, you shouldn't have left before the playoff started, okay?
Well, that's the schedule, the calendar. They said, that's not me. I thought I was not happy to be a part of that entire situation.
I know.
I did not like that we had to talk about it on game day. I did not like that we had a relationship with Lane. I did. That quickly spiraled into something that I was like, I don't like this. I don't like that a coach is leaving his team. I don't like that at all. That's like the whole Urban Meyer whenever he was with the Jags thing. My biggest problem, and obviously a lot came from it, he didn't fly home with the team. It's like you're a coach of the team. You fly with the team. Like that is how this goes. So a coach leaving his team before the biggest games, I just got like kind of disgusted by it. Like, but then the explanation on why it had to happen. It's like, okay, I guess that makes sense, but I don't like it at all. And then everything that kind of followed up, I was like, it was kind of like it felt dirty.
It did, didn't it?
And it was like such a good college football season. And college football was so spectacular. And the environments were electric, just like they always are. And everything was, the ratings, more people watching college football than ever before. And if you look at the NFL numbers versus the college football numbers, it's like football fans still have a lot of chance to kind of fall in love with this incredible thing that is college football. So second largest sport in America, second largest sport in league-wise. I guess you got to put soccer in there. And they got 100 leagues.
Good leagues.
Second largest sport
in the
America.
United States.
America. Second largest sport.
Are we talking America?
Well, I was about to say the world, but then in my head I heard
Football
Gumpy go,
should just be
is
America.
that right, Paul? We were just watching the super duper Europa League.
World game.
Yeah, that's what he was about to say there. Europa is after the Champions League. If you're in the Champions League, top 4 of your league over there in Europe, you get in the Champions League, you play on Wednesday nights. But if you're kind of ass but kind of good in all your leagues, you can play in the Europa League. They play on Thursday nights, and then there's the local leagues on Sundays. It's like, you guys got too many fucking leagues. Is America going to win a World Cup? Yes.
We got MLS tonight. Wednesday night MLS. Doesn't get any better than this.
Yeah!
Look at Messi and the boys in Cincinnati. You kidding me?
I heard the Chicago Fire now have a McDonald's in their stadium.
Really?
Did you hear that?
I did not hear that.
Chicago Fire, McDonald's Stadium.
Huge news.
Is that big news?
Is it on Apple?
McDonald's is great, but is that really huge news? That
Yeah.
A lot of money, Hawker.
Bone just got season
Yeah,
tickets.
Bo's going to go to the game now.
You're right. Yeah, you're right.
You know what I want? Triple burger, no ketchup.
You guys got nuggets?
No, I don't like ketchup.
Oh, it's naming rights. I get it. That's a little bigger.
Yeah, say it's a McDonald's Stadium.
Yeah.
If it's just
First
one solitary McDonald's, I don't know if that's newsworthy situation.
Yes, it is.
It's at a stadium.
What, they got one in the airport too? Then
They're
it's
loving
definitely
it.
news.
What's that, dude?
If there's one in the airport too, then we
There
know
is.
it's a huge news.
Okay.
If I fly into Chicago and they're like, welcome to McDonald's Airport, and there is a McDonald's in the airport, I will certainly say that's huge news. Okay, it's not an air. I thought we were flying into. No, it's fucking McDonald's Stadium. They've never done this before. There's a McDonald's in there. Best nugs in the world coming fresh out of this game, I would assume. Now, the Chicago Fire, I only know one other Fire team really doing it right now. That's Portland Fire.
Amen.
Woo! Portland Fire, game-winning fucking layup. Did you see this?
Me?
Yeah.
I did not.
Watch this. Portland Fire, brand new team up there. Bang. Now, Chicago have had the Fire name for a long time as a professional team. Portland says, give it to us. Step back. Oh, pass. Off the glass. Rebound. Layup.
What a pass.
Boom. Champs go down.
Can we get the audio from this so we can hear this pop?
Okay. We did not have the pop, but the place did go crazy over there. It was a pass off the glass. Fire beat the Libs. Now, I love that name, the Fire, but when I saw I just read this update. Fire beat Liberty.
Okay.
I thought the Chicago Fire played in a cross promotional thing and beat them. Portland Fire, brand new team.
Yeah.
Way to go, Portland Fire.
Let's go, Portland.
Another way to get your first win.
90, how many points? 98 points?
It was 90. So yeah, it's 98, 96 to get the win. It was an unbelievable a few possessions before this by the Libs to take the lead. But this is a great game. We talked about it a couple of days ago with them in their first game having over 19,000 people in attendance, and obviously it was a bunch of them in seats last night as well. But yeah, that pop from the crowd was one of the loudest pops I've ever heard in a basketball game.
Commissioner Engelberg came on our show and said, we are looking at cities that would certainly seem to like the WNBA. And we didn't even have to follow up and say, like, well, what do you mean? It's like Portland seems like a great town. They have shown up in a huge way. Not only great sports fans. Okay, we see that with every sport that they have. But also picking, I like what the WNBA is doing. I like what they're doing.
The Toronto team, too, I think they had over 1 million viewers in Canada for their first game. So that's crazy.
Fever Dallas was 2.49 million, I think, this weekend. Now, that is Dahn from last year's game, which was Sky Fever, which is obviously Angel Reese versus Caitlin Clark to kick it all off.
Magic Bird.
Yeah, exactly. What it was billed as, at least. 2.49 million.
What the fuck you laughing at, Tony?
That was
you,
me.
Connor?
That was me.
Why?
Okay. Magic Bird.
Yeah.
Look, I appreciate what you're doing
That's
up
the
here.
comparison.
Don't throw
Wake
Larry
up.
Bird into. I appreciate what you're doing, Butch. Easy.
We don't know how they're going to end up. We don't know how they're going to end up.
Bird won a lot of championships.
Magic Bird. Easy.
Oh, you're right.
Okay.
Angel has won a championship. I guess everyone in the conversation hasn't. So.
Yeah, in a major league.
In the W?
In a major
Not
league,
yet.
Butch, not in a 3-on-3 league. Easy. I
was talking about the college.
Listen,
Relax.
Kelsey Mitchell, okay, Caitlin Clark,
Bucket,
Sophie, Lexi, Raven,
What?
Stephanie White, the coach.
Boston.
Fever about to win. Leah Boston. Sorry, Leah Boston, obviously. Fever about to win it all. And they're starting with being the ratings kings.
Yeah.
And if you go over the last couple of years, the highest rated games are either Fever games or the game directly after the Fever games. I believe they have fed into like the 5th highest rated, 6th highest rated. It's like, whoa, these teams are doing really good. And then you go look, it's like, people fell asleep watching the Fever. Got it. That's why they're still watching. So the Fever need to be good. We appreciate the hell out of them. And then you got that Liberty team that's obviously filled with legends and icons. The Vegas Aces in the middle of a potential dynastic run here. Asia, unbelievable. She's having a lot of fun. She has a good time out there beating the shit out of everybody.
Much better.
She really does.
Really good.
I mean, she is 6'4", obviously, but the amount of juice she has, like smiling while kind of just balling, I wouldn't be surprised she goes for 84 points, maybe.
She might.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Just one more to bam. You know, just so that can all happen. Let's go to the NHL. Ladies and gentlemen, joining us now is a man that we've never talked to. We've never talked to this guy before.
No. Seen him on TV, though.
We look at a picture of this guy.
Legend.
Looks like he's out of a movie.
Mm-hmm.
Ladies and gentlemen, an incredibly handsome Minnesota man who played in the NHL for 18 years.
Yeah, that's accurate.
It's an adult.
This is not the first time I'm reading this, like when Trump found out about the Rose Bowl outcome. Yeah. Holy shit. 18 years in the NHL?
First overall.
Wait till you see how good this guy looks. I couldn't, defenseman, foreign defense, I couldn't imagine how many pucks have just, so many pucks this guy's.
Eating pucks.
Oh, eating rubber.
He was so fast, he caught him.
You're right.
Yeah.
That's what he does with this knee. Guy, platinum jaw, ladies and gentlemen, Stanley Cup champion, Eric Johnson.
Yeah, Eric.
This fucking guy. Yeah, right. That's out of a movie, isn't it?
18.
How you doing, bro?
No makeup today, boys. No makeup. This is natural.
Yeah.
I got no foundation. I got no powder. This is natural.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering, though. 18 years is a long time to potentially just be eating pucks as a defenseman. The hair flow, the glow, and the chiclets here. Unbelievable work. Eric, way to go, bub. Honestly, and your parents, it sounds like.
Yeah.
Incredible genes there. Okay.
Thanks, boys.
All right, let's talk about hockey right now. It's wonderful. We love everything that's happening in hockey. Obviously, the ratings are very indicative of how the country, I think, feels about hockey right now. Fresh out of the Olympics where Team USA women and men kind of dominate and put the entire, I mean, it's up and to the right for everything. What's your favorite team that is still around? And whenever you look at that Colorado, you won a cup there, Colorado-Minnesota game series, a lot of defensemen kind of the stars of what's going on. Is that special to your heart, or how do you kind of view what's going on in Colorado, Minnesota right now? Because this Colorado team, people are saying maybe the greatest of all time, Eric. Maybe the greatest team of all time out there on the ice.
Yeah, I mean, I think this Avs team, you guys, like, they could go 16-1 the whole way and win the cup. I mean, the Wild are a contender in their own right, but the Avs just feel like they have that edge. And you said it, like the defense that they have, they get so much offense from their D. And I think everyone thinks, you know, defense, you're just sitting back there, you're defending, you're hitting. But these guys put the puck in the net, like Makar, Taves, all these guys are so good offensively. The Avs just seem like they're on a different level right now. And did you see that butt end the other night that Manson threw on McCarron? McCarron said, I hope they don't kick him out of the game because I want a piece of him after. They have a little bit of an edge to him too. So they can do a little bit of everything. This has been an awesome series. Like, it's a shame it might only go 5. Like, I think they probably close it out tonight at home in Denver, but this is an awesome series.
Incredible series.
Thank God, too.
Yeah, Quinn Hughes, too, has become not only a sensation because of the Olympics, but the shit he's doing on the ice against this Avalanche team, which is obviously big, fast, strong, is outrageous. So I appreciate that. And you talk about them going 16-1 maybe throughout the entirety of the run. And we thought they were going to be on a collision course with another team that could be undefeated going into the Cup final in the East, in the Carolina Hurricanes. Why are they so good? And when you watch them, what is your thoughts on their potential? You know, are they going to be able to beat this Avalanche team inevitably if they get to the Cup against each other?
I think if you put this whole playoffs through a simulation right now, and be no disrespect to any team still playing, I think it's going to be Colorado, Carolina. These teams just, they feel destined to play each other almost. And what Carolina does for me is they have like 4 second lines. You know, some teams, they'll have a top heavy first line, and then they'll have some depth sprinkled in. But Carolina, they have 4 lines that play exactly the same. And if you put them on any other team, to me, they're all second lines. They all play to the same identity. They're all on the same page. They just do everything as a connected group. And when you're playing against them, it just feels like you're drinking water through a fire hose. Like they come at you the same way every single line. So they just have that connectivity to their group that makes them so dangerous. And their crowd in Raleigh is nuts. Like, for a team that maybe they don't say is a true hockey market, these fans are unbelievable. They get so much out of their crowd.
Yeah, the Raging Caniacs have obviously been going bananas down there for a long time. Let's talk about the crowds, though. They've been spectacular. Go ahead, Con Man.
Yeah, Eric, 2 true hockey markets, Buffalo, Montreal. It feels like every single time they're on the TV, you know, their crowds are going nuts. In Montreal, the ole, ole, ole. was insane. And then in Buffalo as well, they're drinking beers out of sabers and going absolutely ballistic. What do you think about when you see them playing? I mean, for Montreal, Marty St. Louis got those guys going. It is incredible to see. Even him in the locker room pregame after the game has been awesome. How do you see them kind of faring? How do you see this series kind of going? And is both these teams being young and inexperienced maybe going to help them against Carolina just because they don't realize how massive of a moment it is?
Yeah, and I think the other thing with both those teams is they're kind of playing with house money. No one thought Buffalo was going to make the playoffs, much less get this far. Probably the same with Montreal, maybe a little higher expectations. But to me, this has been the most fun series to watch. There's, piss and vinegar in these young guys. They have high skill. This Zach Benson kid that scores right here is a complete pain in the ass to play against. He's just a little rat. He's like a mini Marchand, and he's only 21, just bought his first beer legally yesterday, and he's been kind of the X factor for me for the Sabres, but these two teams are going to be around for a long time. And the hot dog in the press box, I've been healthy scratched a few times there in Montreal. Fantastic hot dog. If you haven't had it, have to have it.
Damn right.
The stories are.
What is it? Okay, so what's up with this hot dog? We got a crispy outer coat, or is it just a delightful? What is the difference?
It's the bread, perfectly toasted with the bun. Sprinkle a little mustard, sprinkle a little ketchup. Fantastic. Get the hot dog in the press box. Unbelievable at the Bell Center.
Okay, I'm gonna head up there and go to the. I'm sure we walk in, we get elevator, and then go press.
Use your press pass, Pat. Get up to the top. Right, with the French people. They'll walk you right in for the hot dog. You get the hot dog, you get a Labatt, maybe a Molson, good to go.
Triple A.
Molson's for the boys.
Oh, dude, this is crazy. What's the no tax thing? What is it, duty free? I'm getting some duty free shit on the way out, too. I'm certainly doing that as I go up
You can bring the dogs back. Where we go?
Oh, my God. Hey, bonjour, je m'appelle Pat. Je veux un hot dog. Eric Johnson ate when he was healthy scratch here. Do you have a lot of that? So the Montreal hot dog, I assume we know about this. Is this a well-known thing? This
is a thing. Yeah, in the NHL circles, you get a big bucket of these things after the game. You'd have a cooler of beer. You'd have yep, there they are. Look at the toasted outside. You see the toast? That's the key.
That's good.
A little char on the outside. It's unbelievable. And then a little snap on the hot dog.
Good wrap on it.
Unbelievable.
Merci beaucoup, Montreal. American thing here, the hot dog. And they just seemingly have taken it and made it so much better. I cannot wait to get up there. Okay, let's get back to hockey.
It'll change your life.
It does look good.
Is there any ass ones? Any places you've gone to where they just kind of give you just like meat in like a Firefest type fucking, like a cheese sandwich? Is there any of that anywhere?
There's a couple places. I don't want to bury them right now, but there's a few of those.
How many of those dogs Phil Kessel eaten?
That guy right there.
Didn't he fill up the Stanley Cup with a bowl of hot dogs?
Oh, yeah. Tried to get traded to Montreal.
Well, Eric, that all happened because one writer said that this guy was drinking hot dog juice before games, and then that obviously took on a life. You know this. But
Whatever works, right?
Do you drink your own pee to stay healthy over there in hockey? You guys have to be in incredible shape. Do you guys do any weird shit to keep the body together?
Well, you saw the Avs swimming before the game the other night, right? Did you see that clip? McKinnon swimming in the pool?
They're not eating that shit.
It worked.
No, McKinnon is not.
McKinnon's drinking water.
There you go.
And we are not eating no hot dogs. No hot dogs.
No pop.
No nothing.
See,
no ice cream.
I wore the full Speedo. He wore the shorts. So we would do that in the playoffs, but I had the nice Speedo on to get a little extra glow. But this is what these guys have been doing. They've been doing this for like 3 or 4 years. So apparently it's the pressure of the pool when you get low enough just to clear the acid out of your legs when you fly. So these guys have been doing it's the whole team. It's not just Nate. They've been doing this on off days. Nate would miss some practices and he'd go with his physiotherapist there, and they would just go swim. This guy's a complete lunatic in a good way about finding like an edge to stay on top of his game. It's really unreal.
Yeah, I've read a couple of the articles about him being a lunatic and people being like, hey, you're a little bit too much of a lunatic. But us in our sport, we got Tom Brady, who I think in a similar way, people would say is a lunatic. And then he obviously goes on to become who he is, which is a GOAT conversation. Thank you for clarifying what's happening there, because all anybody was talking about was this guy's got flippers on a hotel pool. And you said, actually, this is a recovery thing with lactic acid. Whenever you get lower in the pool, it's not just it. We did not hear the real story. That was a week ago, right?
Yeah.
That's the first time I've heard what was happening there. Put it on the ticker. Hey, look at you, dude. Handsome. Hot dog news. We got some recovering those. Keep them coming, pal. AJ has a question for you about hockey.
Yeah, Eric, as a casual fan, I feel like sometimes a goalie can stand on his head throughout the playoffs and give a team a chance, I guess. When you look at these teams that are left, I guess, who do you feel best about in net there as a goalie?
In the Avs series, I think, well, the old saying goes, if you have two goalies, you don't have any goalies. But I think that narrative has changed over the years. It used to be you'd ride your starter 60, 70 games in the regular season, and then he'd play every single playoff game unless he got the hook. But for the Avs, it's been Blackwood and Wedgwood all season long, 1A, 1B. One would slip, the other would step up. And then for Minnesota, it was Gustafsson, the Gus Bus, all season long. For the most part, he was the Wild's #1 goalie. But Jesper Wallstedt, he's kind of their future franchise guy in goal. He's kind of taken the reins in the playoffs and ran with it. But to me, the goaltending has taken a little bit of a back seat to how much these guys can score and how dynamic both teams are offensively. Like Hughes and Makar, I mean, they're, as everyone knows Makar. I think Hughes has closed that gap a little bit. I think Kale's still the best defenseman in the league, but Hughes has closed that gap. But just the ability these guys have on the offensive end of the rink is so fun to watch. But the goaltending all season long for both these teams has kind of just been a seesaw, and they've rotated in and out. So I think it's going to just come down to the Avs being able to close it out at home tonight with home ice.
How big is Makar?
Not big, and he's not real cut either, right? He's still kind of got that baby fat to him, but he's just a freak. He's got huge legs. He has like the mental side of his game. He just doesn't get rattled or phased. He's just straight, even keel, right down the middle. He's probably 6 feet, $190, and I mean, I still feel like he could grow into that frame a little bit more if he wanted to, but you don't want to screw with what's working for him.
What are you, 18 years as a defenseman in the NHL, what is your dims? What are your dims?
My what?
Dims, come on, your dims.
What are dims?
Like dimensions, like height and weight he's talking about.
Fucking dims, dude.
I've never heard of that.
Welcome to the real world.
Nobody else has either.
Yeah. What are you though?
It fluctuated, all right? So like 10 years ago, I was 220, and then when I got a little older, towards the end of my career last year, I was pushing like 238. I was having too many Mick Goldens and, Montreal hot dogs in the back of the bus. A little less cows being burned. But yeah, that 220 range was kind of my sweet spot. I wasn't in my sweet spot too long.
How tall?
Right around 6'4".
Wow.
Getting
That's
a bit
what I'm
wider,
saying.
not getting any taller. I need to get some of those peptides.
Yeah. We got them if you need them. The science is amazing right now. You should definitely take advantage, especially at 6'4". Jesus Christ. With this face?
Could be on Baywatch.
What's
Where do
that?
you guys inject? Where are you injecting? Or are you taking the pill?
No, I've gotten to the point where we're doing science real. Yeah, I'm doing it. I could send you over a whole kit and caboodle, pal. We got this entire
thing.
Over. I mean, who knows what we're borrowing from the end, but
whatever.
I guess we'll figure that out at a different time. You're 6'4", though, right? That's how I view like NHL defensemen is big. Makar, not big. Quinn Hughes, small, right? He's like a smaller fella on the ice. And he's what? You just said he's closed the gap to potentially becoming the second best, maybe even become at one point the best defenseman in the entire NHL. Is that an evolution of the game? Like, why is that kind of happening, you think?
Yes, exactly right. Like it used to be, as you guys know, it used to be hook and hold, and the defensemen didn't need to skate as well as they need to now. Now it's almost like you have wingers playing D, but they're defensemen. I mean, these guys, Hughes might be one of the best. Well, he is one of the best skaters in the NHL, but he might be the best skater in the NHL. And Makar's no different. And I think the best way I could describe it is defensemen are so deceptive with their hands and their shot, but these guys are so deceptive. If you watch their hips and the way they move, not only are they juking with their hands, but they juke with their body and their legs too, which just can put defenders in a complete blender when you're trying to come out against these guys. Like they're too quick. Like it's like doing the 10 and 2 with your feet. You know what I mean? Like these guys are just so shifty. Just watch them tonight. When they get to the top of the blue line, they'll get the puck, and they won't only be deceptive with their hands, they'll be juking with their hips, and it just can put you in a total pretzel.
Okay, so you're backing up, back skating. What the fuck you call it? You're skating backwards. Okay, I don't know what you guys do. Defense, a lot of that, a lot of, and you're reading body, puck. What are you doing? You're reading where puck's supposed to go. What is like kind of what you're looking at as you're going back there?
Yeah, so if you're at the blue line as a defenseman and you have the puck, the forward's going to come out at you from their net and try and defend you. But Makar and Hughes and these guys are so good like I said, not only with the puck, but they're quick with their feet, right? So they're doing like they're doing like the Macarena while they're walking the blue line, right? So it's like, well, how do you defend these guys? They can shoot it by you, they can stick handle it by you, they can skate it by you. Just their ability to change not only how they're skating, but how they're handling the puck at the same time. It's unbelievable. It's like witchcraft. It's unreal. These guys are just complete freaks.
I love that. I think you're a pretty big freak as well. You skate still or no?
I'm done. I don't want to ever put them on again. I've gotten asked to play in these alumni games. I'm done. I'm not putting it on. My feet hurt. My toes are all messed up. I'm not putting the skates on anymore. I'm done.
I think you've done enough. 18 years in the NHL is a long time. You gonna play ball hockey, maybe a little deck hockey?
Yeah.
I'm out. I'm going to Cabo in about 5 hours to play golf. No skates, just golf.
You're going to be great at that. 6'4" with the timing. Geez.
Hit it a mile.
Good for you, dude. I don't know. Going to get burnt like
For sure.
Yeah, definitely going to get burnt down there. Yeah. Take it all in. Yeah, take it all in. Happy life for you, man. Good for you. Thank you for your commitment to sport. Thank you for stopping by. You were phenomenal. Hopefully get a chance to chat with you more.
Thanks, boys. Anytime. Have a great day. Appreciate it.
You work with I don't fucking know. You're on ESPN. When are you on ESPN? How come did we know this?
Between the benches, they don't want to give me a lot of airtime. Not a lot of this, right? So mostly just between the benches, and then I'll be involved later in the playoffs here. So I'll catch you on the tube.
You're the man. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Stanley Cup champ Eric Jones here.
Yeah, Eric.
Boys.
I like him.
Yeah, what time?
He was great, yeah.
18 years in the NHL, defenseman. Yeah. We should have probably known that there was probably going to be a good lad in there if we had to guess. Healthy scratches towards the end. I was 238, 240 there.
Too many Molsons.
Too many Molson or Mick Golds.
Mick Golds.
What is a Mick Gold? What does that mean? Is that old school Michelob? Is that like Michelob Diesel?
Yeah, like the High Life, the Miller High Life of
Michelob Golden Light.
Michelob Golden Light. Is that like the Bud Light Blue that they were giving us that had like 14% alcohol? Do you remember that?
This one's got a 4.1.
Yeah, those ones.
Yeah,
those were a problem.
Yeah, they were. You had 3 of those. You're feeling good.
It's a premium American style light lager.
Get some Mick Golds in here.
This guy loves them. Eric gained 20 pounds on these things.
Montreal hot dogs and Mick Golds.
Oh, what a life for him.
Good combo.
17. That's stick tops for Eric. Yeah, stick tops.
Stick tops for EJ.
Yeah, certainly.
Good work, EJ.
Ladies and gentlemen, joining us now is an icon. An actual icon. Not many people in the sports world, you can say their name and everybody on earth knows who the fuck it is. Okay, that just doesn't happen at all. And who we are about to chat with is about to make the return to the octagon for the first time since 2016. Ladies and gentlemen, cut a sick promo the first press conference. About to kick some ass on Netflix. Ladies and gentlemen, the first ever UFC Bantamweight champion, icon, Ronda Rousey.
Yeah, Ronda!
You realized it was a promo. You're the first person to call it out for being that.
Well, certainly, we also respect the hell out of your time at the WWE and going into that world. And obviously, there's a sense, because the crowd is completely around you. You're used to this, obviously, with fighting. But in wrestling, there's a goal to every single thing that's happening, and you got no room for error. You're pretty exposed out there. And you can kind of, I think you throwing yourself into that world, I had massive respect for because you were GOAT conversation in your world. So I appreciated the fact that you went and did that. I love the run that you had. And I also appreciate, the promo you cut for this fight about hey, I birthed all of you basically. Incredible promo.
Yeah.
We need to run that one back too. I don't know what's happening after this particular fight. We need to run. Let's talk about this though. First fight since 2016. Obviously in incredible shape. We saw that. WWE in incredible shape. You're always going to be, we assume, and know what you're doing. Why now? And how do you feel getting in there? What should we expect from you? Is it going to be similar to what we saw from Ronda Rousey back in the day? Is there an evolution to the fighting style? How do you kind of feel about going in this weekend?
There's definitely an evolution to the fighting style. I think the two of us are really unique in that we have that styles making fights aspect that you don't really see so much anymore. Everyone's kind of become like a generalist these days, but we have those specialties that are now informed by, years of evolution of the sport. And so I think this is a combination that's never been seen before, and something truly unique. And it used to be that you could blur people's faces out and you would know exactly who was fighting just by their style. And I really don't think it's hard to tell now these days. And me and Gina are so unique that, putting us together, it kind of goes back to like when UFC started and I was like, what's better, Muay Thai or Judo? And it's like that plus, the everything that we've learned since the first UFC when you had someone coming out with a single boxing glove.
Yeah, absolutely. The first UFC, obviously, anytime you watch that's sick, and then you automatically go, wow. If somebody would have happened upon just the country of Brazil back in the day, and just accidentally, no matter what your size was, that's what I remember from the first UFC, just, hey, yeah, anybody can get this thing and be out. Have you been training throughout this entire time? Obviously, as soon as I see Travis, double leg him, arm bar him, anytime that needs to happen. But fighting family, tell him we said what's up. But how have you maintained training? It feels like some of you fighters, it's like just a part of your life forever. How long have you gotten back into this, and how's the body feel, I guess, going into a fight?
I've been training like the last year and a half, basically from 6 weeks after I had my last baby. So as soon as I was cleared to go, I've been training, and it's actually just felt incredible. Like, this is what my body is meant to do. I've been an athlete since I was 6 years old, and so like being sedentary is almost like worse for me. And so I've never felt healthy or never felt better. And Trav actually put a whole octagon in our like garage. So I'm just like, watching the babies with the babies, and then like I just like walk out, and then I'm spoiled now where all my coaches and training partners come to me, and I just like go out and I do my training, and then I turn around and I go right back into the house and back to the babies, and they're in the gym and part of it as well. And so yeah, it's kind of like a seamless mesh of. It's not like training over here where you had to like go to a stadium and your family had to stay home and then you go home to your family. I got to like mix the two of them all the time, which was great. It like helped my energy up all the time. I think the biggest difference is just recovery. I can't.
Okay, listening to you talk about that, being just a badass while doing mom and this entire thing. What was the promo you cut about every muscle in your body is, I forget what it was. You said.
Oh, the no DMP promo?
Yeah.
Every muscle in my body is for a purpose.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not, I'm not training to like, my body isn't for fucking billionaires.
I was just thinking about that as you're walking into the garage. You say you're spoiled. No, you earned that shit. You walk into the garage, you train, then you go back in, mom a little bit. I'm like, you most badass mom of all time. Just, hey, you understand the deal here, okay? Dad bought a cage, built a cage. Mom's going to go beat the fuck out of some people in here, all right? You're going to do the same, and then we're going to continue to live. I'm happy you're balancing that and also showcasing to a lot of people that it's possible. I can't wait to see you continue to build through this all. And shout out to Jake Paul and MVP and Netflix providing an incredible opportunity here, not only for you, fighting as a whole, combat sports as a whole. You getting attached to this is a big deal for, I think, the sports world. We're pumped about it. Now, we have more questions, obviously. Go ahead, AJ.
Yeah, Ronda, I guess with time, I think if people get older, it gives you perspective. I know Pat and I talk about it a lot. I guess what's your perspective like now? Does it feel different going into this fight? What you said, as a mom, with the kids, with everything you have around you, I guess, do you feel much better? Does it feel like, hey, I got other stuff that's bigger than fighting as well that I can focus on? I guess mentally, where are you right now?
Yeah, I think that entirely. I think when I was younger, like everything was the end of the world and winning was everything. And I thought that any other perspective than that would weaken me. And now that I have kids and I have priorities above this, I didn't realize that it would actually make me better at it and have all of that weight lifted off me and have so much more energy to draw from, even though like I have kids waking me up in the middle of the night and stuff like that. It's like I have more energy than ever before. I felt like it was so like bogged down and like overworked and chronically overtrained, and now I have to be so efficient with my time. I can't just be like insecure about, oh, am I doing enough, and just doing way too much and wearing my body down way too much because I'm so insecure and I want to make sure that I'm doing more than anybody else. And now it's like, okay, I get one long training session in the morning. I do like 3 to 4 hours straight. And then I'm like, okay, what am I going to do in that time? I have to be able to do everything at once. And I'm spending the rest of the day on recovery instead of just training all day and training all day and training all day. Like I would get home after training before and be like, I didn't do enough. And I'd get outside and I go like run sprints in the sand or something like that. And I was just constantly just doing more because I was afraid. And now it's just like, this is your allotted time, do all your shit. And so it's like, you know, my coaches are so much more organized. They're all like, they do like their like daily debriefs of every single training session and what they worked on. And they have like Zoom meetings without me there to like go over everything that was happening. And they're like all coordinating and being like, okay, this is what we're doing. This is what we're aiming at. And it's just, everything is so much more organized and streamlined than it's ever been before.
Man, it sounds like you're really doing it. So have we thought, I don't want to put this into your world, and I should have paid attention to more interviews that you've done if you've already addressed this. So now remember, you can ask Trav, I got a great double leg.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, but right here, we're going right here. Okay, we're going right here behind the knees. Okay, you can ask, it's that. This fight, how many are we doing? Is this, what are we going in there feeling how we feel after and then making this, like what is the conversation about what you're going to continue? Because it sounds like you are loving the process, which is normally the part that I think people that are riding off into sunset hate. They hate getting back into the full process. Feels like you have welcomed getting back into the process and almost enjoyed it more than ever. Has there been discussions on what this looks like for you and everything like that, or no?
Well, I am definitely loving it more than ever before. But there's definitely been people trying to convince me to continue because there's a lot of money that could be made. But I feel like this is the absolute peak for me. This is my dream fight. This is the way that I always wanted to end it and to go out. And I want to have more kids too. You know, we want to try for at least 2 more. And it's like, I found a way to fit this into the rest of my life. You know, I'm not going to like derail everything else for this. But throughout this process, I mean, it's kind of become a little obvious that there's like a huge opportunity here for me to be that promoter role. And I mean, there's an opportunity for me to step in to be the head of, you know, MVP in MMA if this is a huge success, and you know, be an actual rival for the UFC and give fighters some bargaining power, and to like be their Dana. Madonna just turned in. What happened?
Hi, what's going on, Madonna?
There's a sign. It's a sign.
Oh, yeah, I think so. I don't. What is the song? Is there did Madonna just walk?
Girls just want to have fun. If you
okay.
The timing.
This feels like it is a sign. The universe just dropped through and Madonna in your house.
Yeah. I should be a promoter now. Madonna has said so.
Jake heard that. Jake Paul heard that. Hey, come on, Jake. But on that, the business side of it all, giving back to the sport that has obviously given you a lot, would be dope to watch. And it'd be a cool thing to kind of see you evolve into that role and see what business you guys can create over there. I love what Jake's doing, man. I really do. I think he loves it as well. I heard some chatter, though. You talked to Ariel, right? He might be done.
Yeah, about his jaw. He said the doctor hasn't cleared him or is nervous to clear him, so he might not fight again, actually.
But I think he'll still continue to give back.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And through this process, what have you learned about Netflix's want for this to be great? Because obviously the Tyson-Jake Paul fight was at $60 million or something like that. I think Jake Paul said he's expecting $20 million. That would be a conservative number if we saw in this particular fight. You're talking about the biggest numbers of all time for the game. How has it been working with Netflix, and how has it been in the opportunity roles and what you've been learning about what's possible?
I mean, Netflix has been amazing in that they have been, you know, increasingly seeing how much potential there is here and investing more and more and more and more. I mean, who keeps putting music on it?
Is that Trav?
Get off of your phone.
I like his Bluetooth. He's connected to Bluetooth.
Yeah.
Hey, you're watching videos. You got to go to the top right corner. Hit the little circle button.
The worst.
Oh, no, yeah. We're about to learn a lot.
Yeah, but they've been great. And we're doing open workouts like in Venice Beach, like with the sun, you know, the sun setting. And, you know, they were doing like fan events and putting like, you know, giant hexagons out for people to do stuff. The stuff that like the UFC used to do, and they kind of like, you know, stopped doing so much. Like the Netflix went all out into the promotion and doing like great commercials. And I was able to work out a partnership with Capcom, and we did like special like Street Fighter like homage like fight shirts and stuff like that. Remember when there used to be cool fight shirts?
Yeah, well, I only wore Affliction, but yeah, I do remember the cool shirts too. Yeah, there's a lot of
Yeah, but they did like they made one with like, you know, me and Gina as like Cammy and Chun-Li and like where's
this shit at? Is this available right now?
It's on my story, I think, on my Instagram, and they got like Nate and Mike Perry as Sagat and Zangief, and then we got what's it called, Francis Ngannou and Linz as Akuma and Ryu. I mean, it's really cool. Which I was able to like, you know, work this out because I'm friends with one of the guys that's head of Netflix animation, and he was like, oh, I know the guys like Capcom and stuff like that, and just they just elevated everything that beyond we ever would have been able to do if we didn't have an incredible partner like Netflix. We're on the Randy's donut, you know, the Randy's Donuts donut. They put a big hexagon over the donut.
Okay, I like that. I like what they're doing.
Yeah.
This is the entire fight card for Netflix as we run up on a hard out here. This is the entire card, main card 9 p.m., 6 p.m. Pacific time. They'll go live on Netflix. We assume it'll be an entire cast of characters covering the fight, and let's enjoy it all. We cannot wait to watch you get back in there. Thank you for doing this for us as sports fans, and congratulations on enjoying the hell out of the process. Good luck against Gina, and we can't wait to see it all.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me on, guys.
Hey, you got to tell Trav he needs to watch who he's Bluetooth connected to. We'll learn a lot about him. You know, he's out there. Girls just want to have fun having his day. You're the best. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Ronda Rousey.
Yeah, Rondo.
Yeah. I think they're really trying to go.
That card is kind of unbelievable, actually.
Names everywhere.
Everywhere.
Boom, 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 boom. And then Ronda, at this stage of her life, she seems so at peace with it, like enjoying the process, cutting promos. What's next? How can I tie this together? It's like sometimes you got to take that road to get there, and then all the info that you've collected can benefit.
Yeah.
Feels like we're about to see that on Saturday. Good luck to all of them as they fight. We'll continue digitally as SportsCenter takes it from here. Be a friend, tell a friend, something nice, and change your life. Goodbye. I think I got it.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah. I think she's going to win.
For sure. She looks.
A lot of people think she might win within the first minute.
Yeah.
An armbar.
Oh, really?
So that's why I asked, like, what are we judoing the shit out of this and then getting right to the armbar? Is that what we're doing? Because it felt like she could get there anytime she wanted back in the day. Like, hey, let me, fucking
gotcha.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So.
I mean, Turtle.
Yeah. Had to get it.
Turtle got it.
Yeah, had to. Adam Pearce.
Yep. That guy sucks.
Adam Pearce. I actually, now that we dealt with foreign Adam Pearce, I think we're kind of bigger fans of Adam Pearce.
The other, yeah.
Don't you think?
Yeah, he is.
What was that guy's name? Nobody would tell me. Every week I kept saying, foreign Adam Pearce, like hoping somebody would tell me.
Was that not what it was?
He's just a wannabe utter guy.
He was very handsome. And also, there was a couple times I put my hands on him.
Strapping young lad?
Got it, Jack.
It's like this table. There's a couple times I hit him a little bit. I'm like, I don't think I should be hitting this guy that hard. But you'll never fucking know that.
Nope.
Get out of here. What's his name? Foreign Adam Pearce.
That's it.
You guys are terrible. Nick.
Aldis,
thank you.
Aldis Snow, if you will.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. I thought that was him. But Adam Pearce caught a real brutal one from Triple H from Ronda, if you remember.
Oh, yeah.
I remember. A big one out there.
Ended his
Sleep on
career.
Gina.
I know. That's what.
What's the odds?
It's fascinating because Gina obviously has a lot of experience and everything like that. But I think all of us naturally, our brains go back whenever we think about female fighters of the past. It's like Ronda.
She's like the
Ronda's the headline.
She's minus 500.
She changed the entire UFC.
She did.
Oh, yeah.
Ronda changed the entire. Her and Conor McGregor I think, would be the two that sent UFC to what it sent. Just ability, character, reaction, polarize, like everything you want.
Mainstream.
Elite.
She was very, very mainstream during her run, like everywhere. She was great on Entourage when she was in there.
Yeah,
acting.
Conor wanted to ask about Fast and Furious as well.
She was in that movie. Like she was all over the place. And I think her and McGregor were the first on the video game cover, or one of the first couple video games that they made. Like that was, to your guys' point, like when UFC to me became like the biggest it ever was.
Gina was in Fast and Furious too.
What's that?
Gina. She was in Fast and Furious 6.
Wow.
Yeah, they were both in it. She's been in Star Wars shows as well.
Show come up.
MMA the 4th just happened.
Yes, she was.
Deadpool.
Hey, shout out to Gina signing up to do this shit again, too.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like, that was my big question for Ronda. And then as she was kind of laying it out, she was like, it kind of fits into my life and I actually need this, it seems like. I'm like, good for you. I'm happy to hear that. Because there's a lot of people that sign up for things and then it's like, oh, I forgot what this is. This is
a lot of work.
Yeah.
Can you imagine?
Yeah. I was at that the thing yesterday, New York. Dancing with Stars people were there. Robert Irwin was there. They just got off tour. They were doing. They did a whole thing. Yeah.
Irwin.
Your guy.
Irwin.
Alfonso Ribeiro.
Alfonso.
Oh, he's great.
Legend.
He was there as well. Julianne Hough was there. Derek Hough was there.
Derek.
Yeah. They're all. It was unbelievable. American Horror Story here. Fucking Dancing with Stars over here. Fucking The View right here.
You said Lohan was there, right?
Lindsay.
Lohan.
The View?
Was Lady Gaga?
I believe. Big room, a lot of people.
Was Marvel there?
Yeah. So Tom
Holland?
Hiddleston?
Yeah. He was
No
there.
way.
Walked right by me.
He's the man.
He was the man. And the aura was super.
Oh, yeah. He's an English supervillain.
Yeah. I'm not used to these types of things, though, whenever these super celebrity people are at this thing. So there's a thing, there's an after thing, then there's an after thing.
That's where you got to be careful.
Yeah, the third one.
The after thing.
No, I think it was a part of the thing. Like, hey, you go here next.
Yeah, but
this is
still.
this long. Then there's an exit for all of us. And then we go to this thing, which is the actual thing. That was kind of the thing. Okay. So we do that entire thing. We get over to that particular place. And it was just like, this is outrageous. We're not supposed to be. And me and Bruce definitely thought we were not supposed to be in the room. That definitely not. But we're having massive conversation. I mean, Josh Tomorrow, new head of Disney there. His boy, Alex, he's there with his friend, chatting with these people. Then you turn around. Oh, Jimmy Pitaro, obviously good to catch up. Burke, me, Jimmy, Burke, and Josh Tomorrow in a diamond formation. It's like, wow, this is an absurd situation as this
Head
whole
of
thing.
Disney?
Yeah.
Does he like sports?
Love sports.
Okay.
That's good.
Doesn't just like sports. Love sports.
Okay.
Bob Iger likes sports. Kids love sport. Bob understood sports and liked sports. Josh Tomorrow is a sports guy.
That's good news.
That
Good.
is a suit. Okay. Opened up his entire thing. This is his first time speaking at Disney upfronts. Celtics diehard. Patriots diehard.
Hell yeah.
Oh, no.
Damn.
Talked about the playoffs.
Seen it
Obviously
bad.
on ESPN. Hammered Knicks. We're in New York. Talked about it. It sucks that the Knicks basically said like hate that the Knicks.
Knicks suck. Yeah.
He's opening this is his first time. I hear him saying, I'm like, yes, I like what we're doing here. I like that this guy's super suit because that's that role. The head of Disney is Bob Iger is the Bob father. I believe he is deemed the super suit in the suit world. He is the one. So the Disney job is a massive suit job. That is a
Yeah.
tiers of suits. The Disney job is and has been the suit. And he is a sport. You can tell he grew up as a sports fan in that role. I think that's a big deal. I think that's a very big deal.
Huge.
Yes, I think so too. And if I didn't get a chance to chat with him and talk to him and his kid, his boy, massive, you can tell his kid, massive diehard fan. So it's like, oh, this is actually, like this is a real thing. So that was fun. Julian Huff walks over because I guess she had there's like interesting because there's a lot of conversations. There's a lot of working.
Yeah.
A lot of working happening too. As you're watching it all kind of unfold. I was just having a good time having conversations and some working. But Julian Huff comes over. Oh, nice to see you, Julian. She starts talking. I'm like, oh, this is my time out or whatever. I go, the Huff family is monsters, I think was the word. Beast, something, I forget the word. And I said, Dancing with Stars, what year is this? They were like 30-something. I'm like, holy shit. And then she goes, I heard you were going to be on it. And I said, that's awesome. I said, good luck, guys. Walked out, okay? We just talked about signing up for all that work. I've heard from everybody that has been on Dancing with the Stars that is you are signing up for potentially,
Fight camp.
If it works out well, you are signing out for a fight camp.
Yeah.
8 hours a day dancing.
Yeah, but your feet too are getting crammed in, and mentally you got to, and you can't let down the other person. It's a team thing. It's like I've heard.
Then you got to perform live on national television and dancing, something that is so foreign to most people. Yeah, it would be really tough.
There's so many. Yeah,
that's why people go and lose 30 pounds when they go on there.
Mm-hmm. Heard you were doing it.
Oh, that'll be fun. You'll be good on.
That'd be sick.
Yeah, let's
No,
go.
good you'll be.
What?
You can dance.
This season?
Let's get to our break, boys. We'll be back.
And
with
you
some-
can do it.
What year?
We're not doing that.
What
There's
year?
no
This
chance.
season?
That's one of those
The
things.
boots?
Yeah.
Listen, if they're going to let me two-step, I'll do it. If it's electric slide with an extra kick, Kurt Warner was there with his bride, by the way, speaking of.
Nice.
Talked about Copperhead Road, hitting the dance floor. Need to get out to
yeah.
Arizona, do some dancing with the Warners, okay? Her hair, fucking perfect.
Always.
Mrs. Warner has sick hair. Unbelievable. But the entire time, all I did was just walk over to tell, hey, when are you guys fucking?
You ready?
When are we doing the thing? When are we doing the thing?
Yeah.
And I said, Copperhead Road, electric slide with an extra kick, right? And Kurt goes, ooh. And then she goes, absolutely not. There's no, you're not, whatever this is called, where you're crossing the legs in electric slide.
Box step.
There's none of that in Copperhead Road. And I was like, all right, okay.
Good to know.
Okay, I almost caused a little thing. I was happy to do that. But yeah, yesterday was incredible. Let's take a break. On the other side, we're going to cover all sports stories. Enough talking about me and Mickey Mouse House.
I want to see Lane Kiffin's electric slide.
I met Precious.
No.
What?
I met Precious.
The actress?
The real?
Gabrielle
Miss
Sididipe?
Gabby?
Gabby. Miss
Boom.
Gabby.
Nailed it.
Nailed it, AJ.
Sounds
I met
surprised.
Miss Gabby. I was the one scanning room. Holy shit. That's Precious. Right over there. Got a chance to meet her. We had a great time. Yep. It's Miss Kimberly Martin, Christine, Monica McNutt, Jess Sims, and Miss Gabby.
It's a good crew.
We're having a good time. I was told by the crew that I needed to turn on the flashlight, and I was being an asshole, thinking that I could. I didn't know what they meant by that, but it felt like everybody that was sitting at that table certainly had remarks to me about how the photo was being taken. Just know it was an honor to be there, and they were a great time. This was a great crew right here.
Was this the after or the after?
This is after. So there's like, look, you can see the booths. Like everybody kind of has their own little spot.
Yeah.
And then on the other side over here, there was like a standing area. We were doing a lot of standing area because we didn't want to confine ourselves to a booth. You sit down in a booth, somebody slides into one side, you're kind of trapped. You have no idea where you're going to head to.
You said Bruce was holding court with all the suits at his booth?
Bruce actually, from my understanding, while I was involved in a conversation that did have some importance with John Leguizamo about the movie The Pest.
Wow.
I was told, I like to party with my peeps, cruise the street. I started singing the song to him. I think he was impressed that I knew the words. Or freaked out. One or the other. I heard Bruce delivered a master class with some suits on the other side of the room.
Yep.
That is from one suit to me, unasked for. You should have seen Bruce. He hit a suit home run earlier with some movers and shakers in the suit world.
Good boy, Bruce.
Bruce had that full suit on. The fucking hair was flowing. He was pointing us through the subway. He was right there.
After Bruce still holding court?
Oh yeah.
I wouldn't say I was holding court, but it was great to meet everybody. Crazy rooms to be in. Really, just an awesome day. Robert Irwin, he lights up any room he walks in. That guy, Radio Row Hall of Famer, obviously, but he is just a rock star.
Yeah, he was awesome. You could feel him when he walked into a room because huge smile.
Always happy.
Huge smile. And then there is
energy.
like a glow around him.
Aussies.
But we went to that after one. Okay. Hey, here's cars. More SUVs than I've ever seen. 1,000 of them underneath this thing, okay? And Bruce left my sunglasses in one of the SUVs. There's 400 of them.
The most you've ever seen in your life.
There's 400
All
black
the
SUVs. Every Escalade in New York was underneath this Javits Center, okay, driving everybody around. The driver just accidentally blurps, you'll be riding in this one on the way out. And Bruce is like, perfect. And he takes his sunglasses and my sunglasses that he was holding onto in his suit jacket. I did not have one. Puts them in the car, in the SUV, and then we just leave.
No.
And he goes, it fell out of my pocket. It felt like a sign. I put it back in there. We're going to be back. You think we're going to get the same fucking SUV? There's 400 of them here. You think we're... And turns out, guess what?
Yeah.
We did not. That was number 109. We got into like 247 or something like that. But it did become like, hey, where are you going? You're going over there? Everybody kind of gets in car. We had no idea where we were going. I had no fucking clue where we were headed. I'm sitting in the back of this thing just riding.
That's fun.
And then we get to
Mr. Baklava.
We get to some FaceTime action Bronson. That's exactly right, in the middle of that thing, because I was just in the back. Started smoking in there. The driver was not happy about that. I was on the way back. I didn't know if the smoke was going to get up there. I thought I was in the smoking section.
It's legal.
That's what I said. He was not happy. He was trying to kick me out of the car. I was way too far in the back. We pull up, though, and we get into a line. Fucking humans. It's a red carpet with humans that we were going into this event. I said, absolutely not. Popped out, got out of the side. I said, I'm not fucking walking through this. Is there a side door? Nope. So instead, I had to walk next to the crowd to get to the crowd, to walk through the crowd. And obviously, as soon as Robert Irwin gets out of the SUV behind us,
huge.
Robert Irwin, it was, we just snuck right in there.
Perfect.
I'll tell you, it was a unique day. And I've never really done a lot of those things. The people were all very good to us, and we're grateful for that.
Yeah.
Let's take a break. On the other side, we've got to wrap up all the sports news and stop talking about that. Be a friend, tell a friend something nice. It might change their life. Take 5.
Yeah, if he throws you a curveball, you're in trouble.
That breaking ball, good luck. It's pretty nasty.
Think he's gonna make contact?
No.
If I were you, I would just start swinging as you release it.
You think I make contact?
I can barely make contact against him.
If I hit a bingo, 25 grand. Extra base hit, 15,000. If you walk me, $10,500 donation. Strikeout, 10,000. A hit is just 10,000. Ball contact, $5,000 donation.
Okay.
Hit by pitch, that's an extra 5,000. Strike is 1,000, obviously, and then every ball will be a donation by the pitcher as well. Skenes said that if he was pitching against me, he'd throw one behind me.
I've had a lot of votes to get you in the ribs. A lot of votes.
You can get in there and look at one if you want. Get used to it.
Is this the one you're going to put in my ribs?
Nope. You're not. Don't swing at this one. Don't swing.
All right, I won't. Okay. I thought it was going to burn my feet.
Rookie of the year. Get a little closer.
Just got a cramp in my left chest.
All right, no balls, no strikes.
Yeah, okay. What the fuck was that? What the fuck was that?
I like that you let it go, though.
Yeah, first one.
Yeah, I like it. Oh, foul tip. Foul tip. Oh, where'd you go? Pat, where'd you go?
What was that?
That was purple.
That was a strike.
Oh, it's right there. Hey, thank you for your donation. Kershaw's challenge is forever grateful.
So what was that? You just threw fast?
Fast, curve. Oh, where'd you go?
And what else do you have?
I have a slider.
Fuck. This is guy number 2.
I'm bad number 2.
Yeah, I got a different attitude, this guy.
Okay.
I don't like what you're doing with the strikes, though.
You're on it. Oh, foul ball! Foul ball, you got me though there, right?
Yeah.
Contact, okay.
Yeah. I will put on my Twitter bio, made contact. What's he throwing? Okay. This will be his curve, right?
That's all I got right there.
Yeah, I saw it.
Hey, fastball away. All right?
Over here.
Maybe. I mean, you never know, but I'm going to try. Fastball away. Oh!
I think I got it. I think I got it. I think I got it.
That was legit. Did that hurt?
Yeah.
You got jammed.
Thank you, dude.
We'll count that as a single. Infield single.
Hey, I got a ghost runner there. He's fast.
Ghost runner
Overthrow.
first.
He's on second.
Okay. I got it! Oh. Hey, good work, dude. That was awesome.
I knew the curve was coming right there.
You did?
Yeah.
How'd you know?
Just because I thought because I made contact.
Oh, yeah. You read
You're
my
like,
mind.
all right, let's fucking make him eat
Yeah,
one. Yeah.
you got it.
You told me fastball away.
Yeah, I cut in a little. You got jammed, but contact. Like I was aiming away through a two-seamer, and it's supposed to kind of run, but it kind of ran the other way.
I didn't think about the punch-out pitch. Like I was sitting there.
Yeah.
I'm like, he's up 0-2. You're definitely gonna hit me with something.
Oh, where'd you go? Good catch. We got you there.
I think I got on base.
That's an infield single. You know it. You had enough of those.
Did you see his face? He said, I don't know.
I don't know about
That's
that.
real, he said.
Mookie's good shortstop, from what I remember. I'll give you one hit. Give you one hit, one foul ball, and then I did catch. Does that count? Does that count your foul ball?
The catch definitely counts as a two for there.
Okay, there's a few swing and misses.
A lot of swing and misses.
So yeah, you just let me know.
We appreciate you being a great American.
Thank you, man.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Hey, no, there's no way I'm going to be able to throw enough strikes.
All right.
Thank you, dude. You're the best.
That was great, man.
And the Commissioner Roger Goodell making his way to open night 2 of the 2026 NFL Draft.
Come on, Pittsburgh!
And here's a familiar face and voice to make the announcement.
Wow.
Look out, everybody. Here comes McAfee.
They said yins are getting soft, yins are getting tired. Are you yinzers getting exhausted from so much football celebration or no? 0 arrests last night in the NFL draft compound. Pittsburgh Yinzers, congratulations. Now, the Indianapolis Colts first-round draft pick was Sauce Gardner, and he's better than all of your first-round picks for sure. The Indianapolis Colts have not won the AFC South in 12 years. That changes this year. Jim Irsay from the football heavens cured Daniel Jones's torn Achilles. Michael Pittman got sent to the Steelers, and in return, we got football gods. With the 53rd pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the AFC South Kings, Indianapolis Colts select C.J. Allen, linebacker from Georgia. Go Dogs! Listen, there's a lot of negativity about the Indianapolis Colts. What you need to do to all that negativity is you crush it up, you put it into your palm, and you think to yourself, does any of this matter anymore? No. The future is the only thing that matters. The Colts are going to win the Super Bowl this year. Way better than you bum-ass Chargers fans down here. I'm joking. I like your team. I like the Colts more. I also like, with the 78th pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, live from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, the Indianapolis Colts select A.J. Halsey, DB out of LSU. See you at the Super Bowl, bums. Cheers.
Belle Sessions, who got here at 3 a.m. this morning, was the winner. Her ticket was pulled, and you thought to yourself immediately, what, Belle?
I knew I couldn't do it, and he was next to me, and he said that he could, so we're splitting it.
Okay, so Belle Sessions made the decision to talk to my man, Henry Silver, who Henry got here yesterday at 6 p.m. He's been waiting for this moment. Now, Henry, you told her that you could make it. Why do you think that's the case? Have you ever kicked a ball before?
I've kicked a ball before. I've played soccer my whole life. I think I can do it.
This kick is for $150,000. You said you would split it in half, right? Yes, sir. Okay, so let's make it $200,000. If you make it, you will both get $100,000. Where are you from, Henry?
I'm from Fishers, Indiana.
Who's your favorite NFL team?
The Colts.
Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. Come on, bro. Hell yeah. To hell with the Falcons. That was rude. They didn't deserve that. I like that. Henry, 33 yards, $100,000 for you, $100,000 for her, $200,000 to hurricane relief, $400,000 on the line. Henry, are you ready?
Of course.
Have you ever said anything bad about kickers?
Of course.
Shut up. Let's go. Now, here in Athens, Georgia, it would be beautiful if $400,000 would be up for grabs. Why don't we double it because the Georgia Bulldogs. So, $800,000 kick right here, Henry. But what I want to let you know is you're not getting a second opportunity. I don't care if this entire place starts chanting for a second kick. One kick, 800,000 racks, 400,000 to hurricane relief, 400,000 to you two split, 200 grand each. Henry Silver from Indiana for Belle Sessions. Let's go, Henry! Oh my! Henry! Henry! Come in, buddy! Come in!
Right down the middle.
Let me see this. Let me see this, Henry.
That was amazing. I mean, he walked in like
Henry! Congratulations, Henry! Congratulations, Belle! Dude! Congratulations, Georgia! What a morning! College game day's the greatest. College football's amazing. Belle!
Well, hello, beautiful Pittsburgh. The NFL Draft Experience, where we're about to see one of these 8 NFL fans attempt a $250,000 field goal. What we did was we took all of your names and we put it into a randomizer, okay? Now, 8 is a random number, but I would like you to see your names all across the wheel. Camera to legitimize it. I will press this, and one of you will be randomly selected. $125,000 charity and $125,000 to your pocket. Now, it's not just me doing this. Roger Goodell said he will split it. So this will actually be a $500,000 kick. $250,000 to you. $250,000 to charity. Now we wait. Stopped on. Greg. From Pittsburgh. What is the strategy here for you, Greg?
Nothing. I'm just take Ballswell. It's just Ballswell. I've been watching him for 22 years. I know what I'm doing.
Yeah, you do. Just embody Chris Boswell. Hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second. All right, just kick the ball. Go on, Greg. This guy sucks. Holy shit. You're back in the game because he was so ass. We are back in it. Please, you can all see it. It's legit. Sophie! New England Patriots fan. Short run up. Good effort, Sophie. I appreciate the effort. I hope you have so much fun in the city. Enzo, you can't hold again. You can't hold again. What if we did one of you represents all of you? $100,000 to each of you if the person makes it, and then a match to charity from me and Roger Goodell. Now, you people who are representing all different teams, fan bases, have to decide who will be representing for you. I'll see you in 30 seconds. They're gonna start fighting each other. They got no chance in it. Now we got a Rams fan who might be the silent assassin coming out of the group. The team has spoken. If you could remind the entire world of your name and if you played soccer before in your life.
Sam Bailey. No, I didn't, but I kicked in high school.
Put her through, pal! Oh, shit. Congratulations.
Thank
man.
you.
So happy for you. 600,000 to charity, 600,000, 100,000 individual in the final six.
Hey.
Why?
Let's go. This show stinks, and the fact that you listen, we are very, very thankful for.
McAfee on the line with a gorgeous assist.
The all-time leading tackler for the Green Bay Packers.
You pig!
Damn it! Be a friend, tell a friend something nice could change their life. Hello, beautiful people, and welcome back to a contentious third hour here on this Super Sports Wednesday, May 13, 2026. We begin now. Sports! That's AJ Hawk. AJ, I hope you're ready.
Contentious. What's happening? I'm sorry.
That's what I'm saying. You better buckle that chin a little bit tighter.
I will.
Okay?
I will.
You better get
I'll
ready.
put my cup on. Let me put my cup on.
Triple X like Gilbert. Dump, 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 dump.
Put your flak jacket on.
Dump. Toxic Tables here at Boston Connor, and man's ready to go. One half of the hammer. Dahn. Cowboys AP Tone. We're not there yet. Tone's not happy. 9-year NFL vet Darius J. Butler is here. Tone's not happy.
He's not.
Ladies and gentlemen, the international schedule for the NFL's 2026 season has officially been released. Starting in Australia.
That's a lot of games.
Starting in Australia. Then we take a trip through Rio. Then London town for a few weeks. Then we head over to Paris. How about Madrid, Munich, and Mexico City? All before week 12 begins. We take a global tour of the game. And Australia's far. If it's able to work there, that means anywhere will be possible. Maybe even Fiji.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you have no idea where a game
Tokyo Dome
could
brother.
be anywhere. Could be absolutely anywhere. There's a team, obviously, it's traveling twice internationally. It's the San Francisco 49ers. Their mileage this year is so much, 26,000 or something like that mile. Yeah, here it is. 38,000 miles. And
more than the Panthers, Browns, and Bears combined.
Yeah, that's a lot of traveling. Now, where they're based, they're going to be doing a lot of traveling anyways. Obviously, if you're on any of the coasts, with the way the NFL is now, you're going to be traveling with interdivision, interconference stuff that's going to take place. But when you're playing Australia, obviously, that's going to add some miles. That's going to add some miles. And then whenever you also go to Mexico City, by the way. So that's going to add some miles. But that might be closer than a game that they could potentially have on the East Coast. Nonetheless, a lot of traveling. The international games have been announced. AJ, we're quickly understanding that the future of the NFL is every team's going to have an international game. Okay? And there is going to be one every single week. And we might even see, with the development of plane technology, if the Concorde, was that the name of it? The Concorde?
Yeah. Yes.
Jim Irsay, rest in peace. Legend. Rest in peace. Jim Irsay was an owner for a long time. And anytime he'd come on our show, he'd just kind of have shit spill out of his mouth that was like pretty big news, from the history of the NFL. The NFL was banking, and I assume they weren't the only one, on the Concorde plane that was hypersonic or whatever the fuck it was, that would be able to get from New York to London in like 4 hours or something. I forget what the time was, maybe 3 hours. I forget what it was. The NFL at that point, from the way Jim talked to us about it, was like the NFL was going to be putting a team in London. If the Concorde plane would have worked out, that would have brought Europe and America closer, quicker, and the NFL certainly would have seized the opportunity and put a team in London. Instead, it became the London Games over there. Jacksonville Jaguars, obviously, because Con owns the soccer team over there, they kind of became it. Now, it's multiple countries, multiple different continents, and they're trying to go everywhere. How do you feel about it, AJ? And what is your first thoughts whenever you see the schedule get released about how many games are going to be overseas or in other countries? Do you think it's great for the game, bad for the game?
Oh, I think it's great for the game. Obviously, this thing, it's a global situation. We know the NFL is, and it's only going to continue to happen more and more. I mean, the first thing I thought of was, I would imagine Tone and the rest of Steeler Nation will be very excited to go to Paris, France. That seems like a very Pittsburgh-type place.
AJ, you want to start the war now? Let's do it. I wanted you to get your take in on it, so you can maybe provide your thoughts. I love the global expansion of the game. Okay, we got soccer happening over here all the time. That's kind of the world sport. We got our sport. I love that other places are getting introduced to the greatest sport on earth. I love that flag football is coming along at the right time. So these guys in these other countries and girls in these other countries don't have to have pads and helmets and access to these things that they might not have in some of these places. All they got to have is football, a couple flags, a couple belts. They'll be able to play the greatest game on earth. And within no time, when you're talking about the Olympics, maybe we'll be able to have actual tackle football because of the growth of the game. We saw the basketball world obviously grow with the Dream Team. They go overseas, grow the entire game. Now there's a massive Europe influx into the NBA. That could happen in the NFL. And when you can't grow anymore in America, which I don't know if the NFL is at that, feels like they're getting close.
No.
The numbers are absurd. I mean, the amount of people that are watching the NFL in America is absurd.
How many people watch the Super Bowl?
All of them.
100 and what?
40,
20 something? There's 300 million people in US of A. Okay, we can triple in the United States of America. Okay, that's something we can do. And to borrow, a little French, au contraire, mon frère.
Au contraire.
Yeah, that's what I said. No, the Indians are pissed, AJ. They don't want to go to France, okay? They don't want to go to Pepe Le Pew's town.
Where do they want to go then?
They want to go to New Orleans, okay? They want to party on Bourbon
That's
Street.
French enough.
Okay? That is very French. That is a real thing. They actually are very, very mad that it's in France and not Bourbon Street because, these teams, they look at their schedule and New Orleans is a destination city. Like when you look at the schedule, like, hey, we're Steelers fans. We never play the NFC. We want to go to New Orleans. We want to see a game in New Orleans. Whatever. So now they're going to France. There's 9 international games? How long until there's 9 American games? Okay? How long until the entire season is played internationally and then we only have 9 games? This isn't to borrow words from J.J. Watt, some traveling circus. The NFL is not a gimmick. And with all due respect to Savannah Bananas, this is how the NFL is starting to turn into with these international. They are treating.
Don't drag the bananas into this.
Jesse Cole is hitting dingers in football stadiums.
Riley Green.
Riley Green sings his fucking ass up
the treating the NFL like it's some gimmick. Okay?
The game.
The game wasn't built on the backs of international people, okay? Well, it was built on the backs of Americans. Okay?
That's a tough road to walk.
This is an American sport. It's an American pastime, and we're ruining it by traveling. And, they don't even care. They're there because it's an event, okay? Do some other event over there. Have the Olympics over there, whatever the fuck you want to do over there. It's football, baby. Football is meant to be played in America, on American gridiron, on American grass, or turf, depending on whatever the Players Association gets done this year.
Turf.
But no, they don't like the turf.
Yeah.
They also don't like the soccer grass, though. I've heard that.
Exactly.
Looks good.
Owners don't care.
Looks good.
Owners would rather pay to put it in and take it out than to leave it in for a whole year.
It's putting players in bad health positions, okay? What happened to health and safety? Okay?
What's that?
Every time we go and play on one of these fields, it's slippery as shit. Everyone's getting hurt.
It is slippy over there.
It is very slippy. Went down in Brazil and Pat Mahomes almost tore his knee open.
Jordan Love did. I'm not agreeing with him. Just to his point.
Thank you. I mean, it's just when pigs get fed, hogs get slaughtered. You ever hear that one, Raj? Okay. Now we're playing Wednesday through Monday. Nothing's sacred anymore in this goddamn country, this sport. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable.
This isn't even a sport. It's not even a sports argument anymore for Tone.
No, yeah, Tone certainly found a way to get his other shit in, if you will. But he's not the only one who feels this way. And I think the Yinzers, they show up, 800,000 at the draft. It's like, hey, we fucking all in on football. We are the football
There's
town.
a draft. If the draft goes international, I'm fucking done.
Oh,
that'd be sick. I really hope
that
the
will
draft
happen.
goes international.
That will happen.
I'm saying no way. They got to go to actual football towns at the draft. They know that. You got to go to.
Yeah, but you don't have to go to actual football towns to play football.
It's a showcase of our sport, of our league. It is a showcase.
What about the troops overseas that want to watch ball?
Then we should do it on an Air Force base or a military base. Okay,
that'd be cool.
Play on a carrier.
Oh, shit, yeah.
Bingo.
Aircraft
It's
carrier.
not your home game. You had your home game in Ireland
That's
last
not the
year.
point. See, it's not even that. It's not. Even,
Did you say this about Ireland last year?
yes.
They take you to Ireland. They're taking you to France. I mean, what are they doing to you? They're trying to make you explore maybe a little bit? Are you not
They're
Christopher
trying to make
Columbus?
me weak.
What's that?
All those countries.
Ireland ain't weak.
Don't even get me started on Germany. Okay, I guess we just forgot about what happened there. We're just going to give them 3 or 4 games.
I mean, Germany has certainly made up, I think, in the world society. I think they
Can't believe France hasn't withdrawn from this game yet.
See, okay, so what year is this? Just so I know, so we can continue
I don't
the
forget.
convo. It's 2020. What
These colors
forget?
don't
You were
run, bro.
alive.
These colors don't run, brother.
You were alive?
Huh? My grandfather was. He served. He was on the beaches of Normandy. Rest in peace to John.
Grazie.
Yeah.
As
Great
we would
coach.
say. There's a game in Italy, right? There's going to be a game in Italy. How you feel about that?
How you feel with Tone?
If there's a game in Italy, how would you feel about that?
As long as they don't use
not.
meatballs as the
But
football.
if there was a game in Italy, what would the tune that you'd be singing be?
I wouldn't like it.
Because it's the Browns.
I wouldn't like it. EPL, international soccer, they don't even play regular season games in the U.S. That's the world's game.
It ain't.
What?
So you want us to be more like soccer?
In this circumstance?
Say that. Will you please say that?
In this circumstance, yeah.
Will you say it though?
I would like European soccer. They get that's their sport and they keep it to themselves. I would like the United States Football League to do the same.
UFL?
Yeah.
You would like
No, the NFL.
Oh, okay. You would like us to keep our game to ourselves?
Yeah.
No international games at all?
0.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to listen to you, Tone. I think
Well,
it's
no
I think
shit,
the haze,
AJ.
I think we've passed that.
I just love the lack of reality that you could find yourself in. You know,
What do
how
you
many
mean?
years have they been doing the international game? 30
So long.
years.
30 years?
It's been a long time they've been taking games.
That's how long they've been trying to ruin this game?
Jeez Louise. That's awesome.
Super Bowl in another country would be cool. That whole Champions League or thing you just brought up, like, do they do they've done the Champions League in like Miami,
Did you
like
just
the
say
final.
Super Bowl in another country?
Like the Super Bowl.
What is happening?
Think about it.
That was probably lying
Think
somewhere.
about it. Fans of the teams don't even. We talk about this every year at the Super Bowl. Fans of the teams don't even go.
No, not as many.
Typically, it's a
Super
corporate
Corpo.
event.
Super Corpo. It's all people that have bought Super Bowl tickets ahead of time who can afford them normally.
Yes.
Companies can. Tickets to a Super Bowl. Let's hope our team gets there. A lot of people doing that. So there's not as many teams fans.
Exactly.
On that note, you want a bonjour to the Super Bowl?
I did not say France. Okay.
What's
hold on.
everybody's French fries? We're
Hold
talking
on.
about this.
I did not say France, but like Ireland, for instance. If they went over,
Okay.
if they went over there, yeah, you could throw Italy in there if they did it like, in some cool area.
Super Bowl's got to be here. Got to be here.
Agreed.
In the football city, in one of these new, beautiful stadiums, some nice weather.
Now, when's a playoff game?
Same
going
time.
All the new beautiful stadiums aren't football cities though. Like Vegas and LA, those aren't.
It's a football town.
Yeah, I guess we can do that, but they aren't.
Nope. Apparently Paris is more of a football town.
Then New Orleans, I guess.
Apparently.
I appreciate they're growing the game. And, I think it's good for the future of the game. It's hard to live in a moment that is being prepared for the future. I think that's kind of across the board. Anything that is preparing for the future, the moment is always going to suck, especially for the generation that has to go through it.
Yeah.
And Yinzers are certainly not happy about what's
No,
going on
they're
right
not.
now. But what if tackle football ends up in the Olympics? Would that not be sick?
Yeah.
I don't care.
Other countries don't really play football as of yet.
Olympic
I
gold.
don't care about the Olympics. I care about the NFL. Okay.
I mean, Tone, you know what, Tone, the more you talk, the more I'm starting to be on your side.
The Super Bowl one, I immediately, same way as Connor thinks, like, that's not really like diehard fans. A lot of diehard fans can't get into the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And also, it's all a lot of pre-bought tickets, so it's usually a
Well, all the greedy corporate fat guys price them out.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So if you're going to do
Tom was
that,
talking about too.
yeah.
So if you put the one Super Bowl game somewhere else, and then all of the other games, the National Football League regular season games back home in America,
are they going to start calling it the IFL? Huh?
I just don't.
Is it going to be the International Football
All I'm
League?
saying is it's a slippery slope, my friends. Okay.
And to tackle football in the Olympics, that would only set us up for failure.
What?
We either win gold, or if anything negative happens, it's the worst. How do we even lose?
There's no way any of the American lads will ever lose. This is 30 years from now.
Great. In 2196,
we're
we're going
pretty
to have
far
a
away from
redeem
that.
team.
We are. All right. Let's talk. Hey, way to go, other countries. Thank you for embracing our sport.
Great game. 2196 redeem team USA football. That's a harsh reality to live in. Yeah.
It certainly is.
Bones' son is out there.
Okay. Treader, the new head of the NFLPA, not just the head player of the NFLPA, the head of the NFLPA, obviously speaking about the grass that is entering every NFL stadium that has a turf field that is hosting a World Cup game. So the natural and easy thing to say to all these NFL teams is, you'll do it for fucking soccer, but you won't do it for us. We had a whole hashtag, a whole movement about getting the grass. You guys stood firm and no, can't do it, won't do it. And then the World Cup comes to town, and you got a couple 5'4" guys that want to flop around on grass and won't play, and you'll do that for them, but not for us. That has always been the player's position in this entirety since soccer has come over to the stadium. J.J. Watt, soccer owner, and also very much pro player guy, like maybe the loudest, the most pro player guy in the history. He said that the soccer grass that they put on these stadiums, ass. Like, this isn't good either. This would not be good for NFL players as well, because I think it's slippy, heavy physical contact, a lot of torque on this grass, a lot of push. I guess soccer field's not built for that. Soccer grass is obviously different. It's a little lighter, it's a little softer, it's meant for running, not so much of like pushing and all that stuff. So the grass that's going into these stadiums is nowhere near what football grass would inevitably have to be anyways. So there's always a constant deflection by the NFL. As soon as the players say this about the World Cup soccer grass, the NFL goes like, you want that grass? If we were to put that grass in every single stadium, your guys' argument would look terrible because it would be the worst that we have. So it seemingly has been one of these. J.C. Treader, though, is continuing to push for it. Do you think inevitably we end up in a time where there's all grass fields in all of our stadiums?
I mean, what do you do for those places that are permanent domes that doesn't come? It's not retractable.
Walk it outside like they do in Arizona.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, you have to retrofit some stadiums, I would imagine. But I think eventually we could get there. We definitely could get there, but I don't see it happening anytime soon.
Well, I have a friend who's growing some stuff behind a false wall in a closet in college, and he dropped down these lights. Okay, that he was able to put down in there.
Sure.
And if the NFL stadiums just had.
The Packers have them. The Packers have those lights they put on like starting in October, where they roll across the field like all night.
My guy could grow, so I think we could get this grass to be.
Yeah, they got tents on Amazon to have everything set up where you could grow all the stuff you need right there. It's pretty easy.
People are growing marijuana off of Amazon tents. What's that?
No,
finish this. I was gonna say, did you guys as players did you always want grass?
Okay, so I will speak first and quick because these two guys certainly much more particular in this conversation to be listened to. For me, hardest turf possible. Give me cement. Okay, go ahead, AJ.
Yeah, the opposite of what Pat said, I would think is what I would say. It was always a thing where guys never wanted to practice on turf because you practice on turf multiple days in a row. It is true. When I don't know when the field turf came out, but when field turf first was invented, it was made to wear nubs, like little soccer shoes. It wasn't made to wear cleats and dig in. That's the thing. When cleats dig into field turf and it torques, your cleats stay in, and then something's got to give, and the turf is not going to give. You're going to get stuck in the turf, and boom, we see injuries. And they can say whatever they want that, the numbers aren't up in turf, you don't get hurt more. Yeah, you do. You definitely get hurt more on turf when you wear cleats when you're playing professional football, I believe. But I would want grass as much as I can, but I also I'm realistic, and I know it's probably not going to happen.
You were talking about AstroTurf to begin there, and then Sport Turf came in.
No, I'm talking field turf. I'm talking field turf was meant to wear like nubs on it when
With
it
the
first
rubber?
came out way back in the day.
Really?
Yeah,
With the
wear your Cadillacs. Yeah.
Oh, because I thought you were talking about the original AstroTurf,
No.
which was cement with green carpeting. That was
No,
really
that was safer. That was safer than field turf when it came to like tearing your ACL and things like that because you didn't get stuck in old school turf like that because you're not wearing cleats.
You just get burnt everywhere.
Oh, and you can fall and dong your head off of there, and you don't know your name the rest of your life.
Yeah, forever. Just a couple of those too. Maybe don't walk the onside kicks on those things.
Oh,
yeah.
You're hitting that. There was nothing.
It's like a trampoline.
You're straight off the concrete. That's why I picked the concrete. AJ obviously had to run for a living and hit people and engage with people and torque and twist with people for a living, which is much more like D-Butt. Obviously, corner and secondary have to be very explosive. A lot of change of motion. I'd be intrigued to hear what you would like. Would you want grass?
I'm the same. With practice, grass as much as possible. Now, when it gets cold outside and that grass basically turns into rock, I wouldn't mind a little turf. Game day, I don't really care. It's really the opponent. Like, whatever the opponent would prefer, I would prefer the opposite. So if we're playing Tyreek Hill, I would not want to be on the fastest surface possible. Yep. But game day, I didn't really care. Long as it was just decent. I remember Houston back in the day, they would have the turf, but it would have like lines and shit. Like Wes Welker actually tore his ACL like last game of the season. I think my rookie year, just running on that turf. So as long as there's some good, whether it's grass, super grass, turf, whatever, I don't care on game day. But practice, give me grass as much as possible.
That Houston turf got a few.
Yeah.
Because they were putting the strips in. I
They
think
used to have big seams you could see running through there, yeah.
I think they had a punter kickoff guy named Brett. I forget his last name. He hit kickoffs like 95. I've never seen anything like. He got drafted to be a kickoff specialist, basically. This guy. He would kick them 100 yards if he could. I've never been more impressed with somebody's leg after watching him at a summer camp. He got drafted. He ends up at the Texans. He whole leg on a seam.
Damn.
Brett Hartman?
Yeah, there it is. Yeah, Brett Hartman. What'd he do with his something happened with him on a seam, right?
I'll look it up.
This guy right here. This guy could kick a football 150 fucking yards. I've never seen anything like it. It was
Beast.
I thought he was a donkey. He's just got a fucking
Yeah, his foot caught in a seam and tore his ACL.
Wait,
and fractured his fibula.
Yeah.
Covering a kick? While covering a kick or something?
Yeah, I think so. And nobody really, I don't think a lot of people knew of this man's existence as NFL fans. You know what I mean? Yeah. But like, he comes to the AFC South. I'd seen him in summer camps doing shit. And I'm like, holy hell, I'm excited to watch this guy like in real life again. And then it all ended quickly. And then I think there was even some loss.
Yeah, he sued the stadium owner.
Yeah. And that would be considered grass though, right? So that would go into the stats of grass.
Yeah.
There was a seam in the turf at Reliance Stadium.
Oh, no, it's turf.
Well, was it turf or they just calling grass turf?
Yeah.
Well, Reliant was inside, right? So that was
No, that
Reliant had grass for a while.
Yeah, and they did have grass. I think it was grass. I'm pretty sure it was grass.
It's crazy.
I'm thinking it was grass. Because grass would be what they would be putting patches down of, right? They wouldn't just be putting patches of turf down in an NFL game.
Yeah, they had grass from 2002 to 2014, and this happened. This happened 2011. So yeah, it was
okay.
Yeah, West happened 2009.
Right before the
AJ, I didn't like how you said they can tell me the stats and analytics. It hurts more. That's what you said. Because remember, we had Dr. Stills.
Yeah.
Dr. Allen.
Alan Sill.
Allen.
I'm a fan of his.
Me too. He'll sit in the pocket, answer whatever. He is the chief medical officer for the NFL. He said we have these robots scanning fields throughout the season to tell us which turf is better at what time of year. And it turns out sometimes a year, some turf is actually better than other turf whenever it comes to injuries. Some of the sport turf, newer innovations of sport turf, actually like 4X some of the grass that was being used. So they say there's conflicting data. There's conflicting data because obviously there's different weathers from the beginning to the end. But I think every player that's ever come out and said anything other than kickers and punters is like,
you're supposed to slip sometimes. Like if you have a 900-pound, two guys leaning on you and your foot's in the ground, it's supposed to chunk up and fall down and you're supposed to be on the ground instead of your whole body and your foot stays in the ground and then your leg just collapses.
They'll get figured out.
Yeah.
I'm sure it will.
I mean, it can just be realistic. Raj could say, hey, man, like, it's not very realistic to say we're all going to switch to grass all of a sudden. Like, he could say that.
Raj can say, hey, listen, I hear you, okay? I'll bring every one of you into the room to go talk to all these owners and tell them they need to put in the supergrass. Okay? Yeah. I'm trying. But they all have their own individual conflicting stats about why they're not doing it. Okay? So you guys need to give me answers for me to go in there to answer all of them. Because they got robots, now they got AI working on this thing, and they don't want to change the shit. So what's that stadium overseas that we saw that has the four?
Tottenham Hotspurs.
Real does as well, Madrid.
Those stadiums.
The four
I heard
layers.
that's not as great as everyone says, though. I've heard the grass isn't, like there's seams in that grass.
So, and the seams in that grass also built for soccer grass. So like soccer grass not built for 600 pounds
Engaged
of people.
contact, yeah, like being engaged. Think of like a 3 technique taking on a double team. Like that's a lot more stress on the grass than soccer players running around and possibly falling down at times.
And I think that's what JJ was referring to whenever he said, like, whenever the soccer games come over and they put the soccer grass on top of the football stadium, it's like, that's not. And that becomes the argument for the players all the time. It's like, hey, you'll put grass in for them, and then the NFL just goes, you idiots. Is this, it's always something. It's always something. But I like the Treaders getting after it. Let's move to racing, the pinnacle.
Talking F1?
No.
Oh, talking NASCAR?
So.
Yes.
Okay.
And?
IndyCar.
Yes. Boys, what month is it?
It's May.
Yeah.
Come on, there's checkered flags all around my.
Yeah, absolutely. One of my neighbors painted a checker flag into his entire front hill.
Of course.
Like that.
Why not?
Unbelievable work. I'm worried about the rain, what happens if it comes, but it's not. It hasn't, and it looks spectacular. I appreciate that. Catherine Legg will attempt the Indy 500 and the Coca-Cola 600 double on May 24th, becoming only the 6th driver ever to take on the 1,100-mile challenge. Notables in the past that have done this, Kurt Busch, also,
Kyle Larson.
Kyle Larson did it last year or 2 years ago.
Tony Stewart?
Yeah, Stewart's done it. Smoke's done it.
Tony Stewart. This is a very difficult thing. Obviously, the Indy 500 is here in Indianapolis. You're in front of 300, 400,000. I think it's sold out this year, actually.
Yeah, already sold out.
They sold it out, so that's probably going to be 400,000 people, 450,000 people here in the fastest cars on earth racing and the most exhilarating racing that there is on the entire planet Earth.
In the country, I agree.
Planet Earth. Whoa.
Only race that can go 4 wide. We know that for sure.
Yeah, or will go 4 wide because their drivers are actually racing. That's the Indy 500. Catherine will attempt to go from the Indy 500, which is grueling. Going to lose so much weight, so much sweat. Yeah. It's hot as shit in there. And obviously then she'll hop on a helicopter to get to an airplane, which will fly down to Charlotte, which will hop on a helicopter, which will get into another car, race Coca-Cola 600. That's 1,100 miles. You start doing the math.
Damn.
And all we'd like to do is wish Catherine Legg good luck. The drivers have not fared well doing this.
Tough.
Maybe she changes it all. Good luck out there.
Go get him, Catherine. Woo!
It's a lot of racing.
A lot of racing.
Hopefully no delays. That was the thing that hurt
to...
Kyle Larson last year.
Weather.
Yeah.
Rain delay.
The year before, too.
They're in a holding pattern. They didn't like that. Need to get the plane down on racing.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, you can't. It's raining pretty good. Well, how are they racing then? Well, it's actually outside of the race. You can't get to the race.
Correct.
That's the difference.
And then somebody else is driving, and he subbed in, right?
Yes.
Yeah, he tapped in. Yep.
And he's a driver.
Oh, he's a driver.
One of the best, they said.
One of the best. That makes me think about the PGA Championship.
Yes, it does.
Michael Blocky is doing it.
He is.
You like he's there or he's gonna win it.
Here's him from a tee box.
I need a big cheer. Oh, do you guys see that? Do you guys see that little electrical pole in the background? You see that thing? Yep. That's my target. Okay. No pressure.
It's in Philadelphia. A lot of John saying. Oh, I like that. That's where I'd aim too.
High block right. I think it's in the fairway though, boy and girl. No, you gotta do the same thing for him though, Harold.
Okay, Blocky's having fun out there. Look how comfortable this guy is at
Who's his playing partner? If I was his playing partner, I'd say, sorry, Blocky, keep me out of your shenanigans. Like, I'm just trying
What?
Thursday.
Don't rope me into this.
Thursday and Friday,
rope me
it's
into
DJ.
this whole situation.
So, DJ's part of DJ's live punishment is he has to play with Blocky.
What are we talking about?
Blocky.
What are we talking about? Blocky's having fun. Blocky.
And Rasmus.
Dustin Johnson. Blocky's in his 10th major. Now, I will say this. Whoever that golfer was that was with Blocky, getting thrown into his, as AJ would describe it, shenanigans, I don't necessarily love. I do appreciate the fact, though, that we're at the stage of Blocky golfing where he's about to play in a massive tournament, and he's talking shit, having a good time. Talking to the Johns. You see this? That's what I'm aiming at. Oh, still got the fairway, boys. Still got the fairway.
Yep.
And then the guys that have played that course a few times before go, I don't think so, buddy. That ends up in the sand trap. He gets booed and then walks it off. I like what Blocky's up to.
Yeah.
No, you don't.
I like what Blocky.
No, the fuck you don't.
I love
You
it.
do
I
not.
wish
You do not.
And I'm so happy for Ty and the family. I wish Ty was here right now to just go over his epic rants. But that's why. That is why.
What do you mean?
People hate Blocky.
What happened?
He's a showman.
What did he do? I'm missing it. I
Oh,
don't
he's
get it.
engaging with the crowd, trying to have a good time.
I don't
You
get it.
cannot call out that you hit the ball in a fairway when you're a professional golfer and you know where every
He's
ball
not a
is going to
professional.
land.
He
And you
is.
say
He's not a
fairway and it goes
professional.
in the bunker, that's a dickhead move. You cannot do
Turned
that
on
when you're a pro.
Blocky, man.
Okay?
It's a PGA Tour
I don't
pro.
even do that.
What are we gonna
no.
trust? Are we gonna trust the guy who's tweeting on the internet as not real, or are we gonna trust the guy who striped the fucking ball and said, "Oh, still in the fairway"? I think I'm gonna trust Blocky.
Yeah, you're right. I believe him. Hey, listen, Blocky is living a life that I don't think he could have expected.
No
I think he
way.
probably gave it up at one point, so that's probably way behind me.
I love that part of it.
He
I
expected
do.
much.
Truly.
And then he gets in there and starts doing it. He's like, you know what? Blocky's kind of hot right now. You know, he started thinking, go to the ESPYs, do it all, go back to the course, give some lessons, hit some more hole-in-ones, live his life, get another opportunity at it. I like he's comfortable out there. That whole do the same to him, though, thing.
Yeah.
That was the only part of the video that made me disgusted. I'm going to say that was the only part of the video where I was like, but maybe that's his best friend.
Yeah.
We don't know who that is. We have no idea who's playing in that.
Maybe that guy said too, like, "Hey, Blocky, look, I know you're the big dick out here, but is there any way you could give me just a little bit of rub when we're, playing? Can you maybe tell your fans, because there's so many blockheads, can you maybe say like, hey, don't forget to die about my guy?"
And then Blocky says, I got you, dude. I'm going to say it's going in the fairway. I'm going to tell these fuckers this where I'm at. I'll put it in the sand. You come up, pipe one.
Over the top.
Hero. Yeah.
Everyone's going to be like, holy fuck, who's the
Probably
guy
is what happened.
next to Blocky?
Yeah, Blocky's working you motherfuckers.
Yeah.
All of you. You're getting work right now. He's
I'm-
putting over. He's
I'm
giving
a
rub.
blockhead. I'm a blockhead. He's not working me. I'm in his corner.
Good.
Tony Blocky.
Should get a ticket for the weekend.
Plus 500,000. You should get one of those
I'm
tickets.
gonna
too.
go to that scumbag city. No, I'm good. Thanks.
No, a ticket on Blocky.
Oh yeah, I already have one of those.
Philadelphia also, from all accounts that I've heard, this course is incredible. And Philadelphia people over the weekend, I'm excited to see what that leaderboard looks like. I'm excited to see what that crowd looks like.
Yeah.
Sounds like.
Yeah.
I'm pretty pumped to see Philadelphia on display this weekend. It should be a blast. My suit's getting into town next week.
Nice.
I got to wear a suit.
Oh yeah.
Flyers are already out.
They are.
Haven't even got the suit. So that's on me, Governor Josh Shapiro. I'll be putting that thing on. I was at a Super Bowl suits yesterday. That was a suit Super Bowl.
Was there a lot of suits?
So many suits.
How many people weren't wearing suits?
Me.
Rodrigo, no way.
Cooper Flagg did not have on a suit.
Okay.
Beast.
Jalen Brunson did not have on a suit.
Okay. So the athletes.
I think that was me, and I think that's the only one. I think if I had, they brought all Super Bowl MVPs. And was that all? How many of those? Do we know? Was that all of them? That was everybody that's alive.
Was Deion Branch there?
Had to be there.
Deion Branch was not there.
Dang.
Hold on.
Edelman?
No representation.
Was this was for the ESPN up front? So like, was Tom there? Because I know he did the Fox one.
No, Tom.
Okay.
There was Steve Young, Jerry, Emmett, Desmond.
No Patriots?
Oh, so all just mostly ESPN or non-affiliated.
Peyton, Eli, obviously. Who else was up there? There was a group.
Hines Ward there?
Nick Foles, Hines Ward.
Old buddy from Seattle, the linebacker.
Bobby.
Irvin?
No, not Bobby.
No, it was
Bobby got pick six.
Yeah.
KJ Wright?
Yes, there you go.
Yep.
It was like 10 wide, it looked like. I don't know. Brought out. Desmond was holding the Lombardi. And I guess they were just like, all right, Des, you're going to speak. Okay.
Was it showcasing that they have the Super Bowl?
Yeah. Roger Goodell came in, did a whole song and dance.
That's sweet.
Yeah, it was a good little time. They really moved that thing pretty quick. Hey, you got this many minutes.
Stuff.
You got this many minutes. We're announcing a fucking.
Sure, it could get
It's a huge company.
It could get boring in the crowd, I bet.
Disney's a pretty big company.
Huge company.
And Disney owns a lot of other companies that were probably.
Well, there was just.
I assume there was Hulu stuff. I assume there was.
Oh yeah, Hulu. What was the one Hulu thing that was being showcased over there? Somebody from Hulu. There was some series, TV series. What was the
Was
kid
it
you said?
Paradise?
What was the kid you said he was? Saturday Beers.
Yeah, Connor. I think you know him as
fucking
well.
Will Angus, yes. And it is what's her name's new show, Mindy Kaling from Massachusetts. That's why I know she went to my high school. Yes, it is a brand new show about like corporate America, and it's like an Office-esque show. Yeah, the kid from Friday Beers, Will Angus, is like one of the 4 starring people. I just watched that trailer yesterday.
Okay, so they were at bar in front of us. I think I didn't. 100% on me. I had nobody from internet once told, hey, you remember this guy from internet?
Yes.
Now he's full-time actual actor, I guess, from being internet skit guy.
Bingo. Yeah, like for the last 4 years, I would say. Yeah.
Nice little come up.
Yeah, hell of a, he had a spray tan on. I was like, holy shit, Angus, you really are doing it now.
Yeah, Bruce was
Pretty
really
cool.
in his bag, I'll tell you. Bruce was in his bag. He had a lot of good moments there. Super suit shit, you know. He dropped a congrats on a deal line. Your package, somebody did a package way back in the day, fucking dropped. It was really good suit stuff. And then obviously the way he was dressed. Not a lot of ties.
A lot of business cash.
Nah, is that what that's called?
Yeah.
No ties, business casual?
Yeah. Well, business cash could be, you know, the,
There's no
the
real
khakis
dress
with the
end of
polo too. Yeah.
What's
Pocket squares? So no tie but pocket square?
I didn't see many pocket squares.
Do that.
That's
Ties are
way
kinda
more
out.
than business cash.
Any bow ties?
You said ties are out. We did see bow ties. At Carbon, ZZ's Club.
Hell yeah.
I asked the workers if they tied those bow ties.
Big clip-ons.
They didn't even keep kayfabe at all. Just immediately said, nah, we can fucking.
Clip-on.
Watch this.
All right. I was like, sweet, good idea. We would do that.
Tom Hiddleston, did he have a bow tie on?
He walked by us. I didn't see his front. I only saw him side. He had suit on though, for sure.
He's a fucking nuke.
Bruce, did you say ties are out?
Yeah, just like a little bit less popular than I would say they used to be. You're only rocking that if you're like super suit at a bank
interview.
Or
We
interviewing.
walked by some banks. Walked by JP Morgan.
We sure did.
Okay.
Sick building,
Deloitte.
brand new.
We saw the NHL offices.
Okay.
Did we tell you guys that on the show yesterday?
No.
We walk out of hotel.
Batman selling hot dogs on the street.
No Batman selling hot dogs.
What?
Batman
Why?
did make an appearance though.
Okay.
So we walk. So New York, you're allowed to smoke weed, but you're not allowed to. I don't fucking get it. So these cities and
Is
states.
it medical or is it?
Decriminalized. It's some. It's,
Yeah,
it's
no,
the line bullshit. Yeah.
You're allowed to smoke weed, and then there are like dispensaries, and there was a Wild West era where basically every bodega was selling weed, and they kind of cracked down on that. But there still are, I think they're licensed dispensaries in Manhattan.
Okay, so that's buying the weed.
Are you
Where
allowed
are you guys smoke in these legal states? Where in your house?
Yeah.
What am I?
It's kind of policed by you know the general population. You're allowed to smoke anywhere. You might get shat on by commuters for smoking weed like right outside of the subway stop, something like that.
For instance, so I didn't have a balcony in my room. Okay, so I am relying upon the outside of the hotel to be where I can maybe try to fall asleep tonight. Okay, so I can maybe have a day here. Okay, that's what I'm trying to do. Tight little sidewalk, very popular. Packed sidewalk because subway's right up here. 2 feet, maybe 3 feet here on the front of hotel. So you like get right out and you're
in
right in the action, or whatever. So I try to find corner of thing. Tables everywhere. Smoke, no smoking.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, all right, I can't do this because everybody can stare at me through the window. So I get out into the sidewalk now. I start smoking. nasty looks from everybody. I mean, just absolute scolding from their eyes. Just like, what are you fucking doing, asshole? It's 7:30 or whatever, you know.
Yeah.
So we had to go find a spot. There's like a little sit-down place around the corner. A little bit of space so we can keep away from each other. Good, comfortable chairs. Beautiful. Right across from the brand new train station, I do believe.
Yeah. The new, it's like an extension of Penn Station. It's pretty sweet.
Beautiful. Fucking beautiful. This was a gorgeous spot. Sit down, start smoking, start looking around, have a good time, turn around. Fucking NHL offices. We're sitting at the NHL offices. We're right behind us. So I immediately FaceTime Gary Bettman. Right, so what he's doing. He's answering. He's on his way in. Like, this place is glorious. He goes, you need to go in, go look around. You know, I'm like, we got to go somewhere, Gary. He's like, I'll call you when I get there. We'll do it. He's so hospitable. Their building.
Nice.
The NHL's doing good.
Oh, yeah. Rolling.
The NHL's doing really good. Huge building. All these fucking buildings are so big.
Mm-hmm.
Who's in all these things? What is,
question.
Like, the fucking humans? We were the only, it was Armageddon. You know when one car's driving this way and everybody else is driving this way?
Yeah, Independence Day.
There it is, Independence Day.
Yeah.
We were walking against the stream, I guess, for the morning workers. Is there 10 million? I don't know how many fucking people. It was a never-ending wave of
12
people
million, something like
that we were
There
walking.
are 10 million people. Yeah, pretty much exactly. But yeah, I mean, it's like the Salesforce Tower downtown, just times, you know, there are hundreds of them.
Are they still filled up though? Because weren't buildings like not filled up anymore?
Some of them are not. Some of them struggle.
Yeah, some of them.
Midtown, like where the NFL offices were.
It felt back. Like,
yeah, they're back.
I didn't know if there was enough fucking buildings for all the people. At one point, all the people were walking, and I like started looking around for like, where the fuck? And then you look up, oh,
miles.
I guess
50 floors of.
Everybody could probably just fit in this one here. And then you turn around, and it's like, holy fuck. And then every lobby we walked into packed. There's fucking people everywhere.
Indy, it feels like like the perfect place where people wouldn't go back to like their buildings because it felt unnecessary. Like New York City, those people are always going to fill those buildings. Whereas like the Indy skyscrapers,
most companies are making everyone come back.
yeah, we have like 2 blocks of maybe half a block.
That's a good call. Block, you said it. Michael Block's playing in the PGA Championship.
Yes, he is.
Yes, he is. And I'm excited to watch him do his thing.
I can't wait to watch him tee off tomorrow.
What time?
Do we know what time?
Great question.
I think he is feature group 1.
Yeah, I assume they're live streaming the whole thing, wherever.
We'll watch it. We'll be back tomorrow. Be a friend, tell a friend something nice might change your life. We're in this thing forever. And together.
12:10. 12:10 tomorrow.
Boom.
Good night's rest.
Perfect.
ESPN kicks off at noon.
Well, I guess that kind of fucks our show because everyone's going to be watching Blocky. But
So are we. So tune in right here.
Yeah.
All right. I know what we're going to be doing tomorrow.
Boom!
You're going to see a lot of us watching.
Yeah.
Like this. Long interviews tomorrow. Maybe we get Lombardi in here.
Yeah.
Michael Lombardi.
Get Lombo.
Ronda Orlovsky back.
Yeah. Who else will just talk to themselves?
Block will be 6 over after 3 holes.
Fuck you!
It's
Fuck
gonna be
you!
very quick.
Let's get Blocky on live while he's playing.
Be a friend, tell a friend something nice, including Blocky. It might change your life. We're in this thing together. See you tomorrow. You guys are the greatest. Tonight, we got massive Wild at Avalanche, 8 o'clock on TNT. Avalanche are up 3-1. They can put this entire thing away in the West. Cavs at Stones, 8 o'clock on ESPN. Stones are favored by 4.5. That series is tied 2-2. Shout out to the playoffs for being awesome. Great work in the back. All right, we'll see you tomorrow. Be a friend, tell a friend something nice. It might change your life. We're in this thing forever and together. Team on me, team on 3. 1, 2, 3. Team.
Team.
Goodbye.